If you cried when Devin Haney lost his O, this is not for you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're back. We're back. It's Canelo Alvarez fight week, and the haters are out. And the landlord is here because we got to keep that same energy. If we don't do nothing else, it's keep the same energy. I got to tell you guys a quick thing, real quick. My son came to me the other day and he was like, Daddy, uh, you know, then this is my son. He came to me. He came to me. He's really starting to get into boxing. I've been teaching him some things, and he's been watching boxing, and he's trying to figure out who he wants to be his favorite fighter. So my son doesn't really know, everybody in boxing right now. So he's still kind of like, watching highlights, watching, old fights, trying to figure out what fighter that he really likes. And then, he comes to me and he tells me, he's seen this fighter called David Benavidez. And he said, this guy got so many skills, Dad. He's a monster. He's a monster. Dad, David Benavidez is a monster. And I told him, son, I love you with all my heart. But sit your dumb ass down. Sit your dumb ass down. I didn't want to have to be that way, but I had to keep the same energy. Because at the end of the day, this man ain't got those skills. This man is not what you hype him up to be. And because I love my son, I tell him what he needs to hear, not what he wants to hear. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to my son. I'm not going to tell him, the sky is green and the grass is purple. I'm not going to lie to him. I'm not going to lie about it. I got to keep the same energy. It's the same thing. If my grandma came to me and said, hey, baby, I think Jaime Munguia is going to knock out Canelo. Granny, I love you, but sit your dumb ass down. Sit your dumb ass down. I don't want to have to do that to my granny. I don't want to have to do that. I'm not that type of person, but I will do it if I have to do it because I got to keep the same energy. That's what we do. I'll body bag my mama, my granny, my son, the school teacher, the pharmacist, a librarian. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Because the only thing I know how to do, is keep that same energy. That's it. That's it. No one's safe. No Diddy. No Diddy. No one's safe. No Diddy. That's all I'm saying. And I guess I don't like it when I see people not wanting to keep the same energy. Because then I'm going to tell you something that I see. I see people all over social media. It's Canelo's fight week. It's a big week in boxing. And people have nothing but hate for Canelo. And I don't understand why. I really don't. I see a Tank Davis fight week and everybody's all excited, talking about Tank's a killer. He's a monster. He's a beast. When this guy's cherry picking his ass off. But when it's Canelo fight week, it's nothing but hate. He's a bum. He's overrated. He's declined. He ain't fought nobody. He's ducking this guy, ducking that guy. But yet Tank Davis is a guy who ain't never fought nobody. He ain't never fought nobody. Okay. Then I see it's all these other guys. I see it's David Benavidez fight week. Nobody talks about him running from David Morrell. Nobody talks about David Morrell chasing this man down at 175 pounds. All I'm saying is keep the same energy. If you say this guy's ducking this guy, well, because you love this man, you won't ever speak the truth on him. David Morrell is hunting down David Benavidez. Tank Davis is not fighting anybody worth a damn. I mean, look, let's just keep it honest and unbiased. I just want people to keep the same energy. I see people telling me that IBFP, Terrence Crawford is fighting Madrimov. He's a killer. That man ain't no damn killer. He got 10 fights, leaky defense. That man has average footwork. Terrence Crawford's going to rip him a new asshole. He is not a great fighter. He is not. Terrence Crawford's a great fighter, but this guy is nowhere near his level, and he's not even the real champion. Jermell Charlo's the real champion. I mean, if this was anybody else, would we be keeping the same energy? I just don't like it when it's this one guy, you kiss his ass, and this other guy, you ignore all these facts. I don't like it. I don't like it. The link has been dropped. The link has been dropped, and I'll drop it again Because I'm going to tell you this, man. Look, all I know how to do is keep the same energy. That's all I'm going to do is keep the same energy. If I go to my local paletero on the street, I'm going to keep the same energy. I'm going to say, who you got in a fight? Look, at the end of the day, we got to be honest and unbiased. I'm not going to stand for no fanboy narratives. I'm not going to stand for no hate. You're going to keep the same energy with Canelo, with Terrence Crawford, with, David Benavidez, with Tank Davis. I don't like it when guys try to switch up. I don't like that switching up. I don't like he's my favorite fighter, so I won't say anything. No, sit your dumb ass down. We're not doing that. We're not doing. But Tank, look at this knockout. He knocked out a cherry pick, and you kissing his ass. Wipe your mouth off, you filthy animal. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I really don't know what's wrong with these people. These people disgust me. I mean, you sitting up here glazing Tank Davis. Wipe the side of your mouth off. Tell your mama I said hi. Come on, man. This is disgusting. Disgusting. And I see you guys backstage. I'm going to let you guys on. Let me get these comments real quick. The first one is my brother. Well, I don't know if he's my brother, but let's find out. The Amazing 2 says, IBFP, you ready for Jaime Munguia sending Canelo into retirement? Benavidez is a beast and a winner. Like Henry and Lamar. You're just a Lamar and David hater. I'm going to tell you what. This guy right here, I've never seen somebody kiss the Baltimore Ravens ass like this, man. And I've never seen somebody kiss, David Benavidez's ass like this. But I'll tell you what, it's the same guy every single time. This is how you can tell this guy ain't getting no cheeks. He's too busy glazing Lamar Jackson, but that's all right. Let's body bag this guy. First off, and when you talk about David Benavidez, you forgot to wipe your mouth off, you filthy animal. Look, first off, if Munguia, after the fight, the only thing I want to say is after the Canelo Munguia fight, no matter who wins, be prepared to bring your ass back on this channel and say, hey, if Canelo wins, hey, I'll give him all the credit. Canelo's a great athlete and he beat Jaime Munguia. Be able to give him his props. Don't come on here hating, saying it's a cherry pick, saying it's this, saying that. You said Canelo was going to get sent into retirement by Jaime Munguia. Watch the switch up. I've been seeing people all over social media saying Jaime Munguia is going to knock Canelo out, but yet nobody wants to go on record and say that's my official pick. They say, no, Canelo going to get beat. He's going to get exposed. It's just like Haney. Although, like now Canelo Alvarez is Devin Haney, apparently. I don't understand. So Canelo's Devin Haney. Okay, well, let's find out Saturday, shall we? Let's find out Saturday. But make sure you gather your nuts and you show up, pussy, because don't disappear on me. Make sure you show up Saturday with that same damn energy. That's all I'm saying. Salute to Malik. Malik says Nuke Jr. is in shambles. He was absolutely in shambles, but you know what? I'm going to keep the same energy with my son, with my grandma, with my brother Noah, with everybody. Because you can't get on here talking crazy. We got to keep the same energy. And look, I expect everybody to keep me in my lane when I'm talking out of my ass. We got to keep the same energy with everybody. Don't nobody get no special treatment. My brother from another mother, he states, if you eat Snickers upside down to feel the veiny texture on your tongue, this is not for you. Oh my God. Shout out to Southpaw 773. He's talking about you. Southpaw 773. Dante's Fat Big Breast Nation. He's talking about you. Boxing Ego. He's talking about you. My goodness. He says, Nuke, David has so many man name coming out his mouth, but yet won't fight him. The biggest clout chaser. So look, here's the funny thing about David, where I see people don't like to keep the same energy. I remember he said, we're going to fight David Morrell. He said at the end of last year, he said, if I can't get Canelo Alvarez, I'm going to fight David Morrell. That's the fight where I'm going to fight. He moved away from the David Morrell fight and said, oh, I'm going to have to marinate that fight. That's going to take a long time. We got to build up his name. Did you have to build up Demetrius Andre's name? Did you have to build up his name? Did you have to build up Demetrius Andre's name? I'm just asking you a question. Y'all went double wood on that pay-per-view. This man sold 10 pay-per-view buys with Demetrius Andre, but you didn't have to build up that name because you don't really want to see a guy like David Morrell. Remember this, and all you people that are glazing David Benavidez, I want you to understand one thing. This man has never fought a puncher. You find out who a guy is when he fights somebody that can match him in skills, size, power. Remember that. This guy's never fought his equal. So understand, when he finally steps into that ring with his equal, you're going to learn something about David Benavidez that you never knew. I seen David Benavidez on the canvas against Ronald Gavril. Should have never been on the canvas against a guy like that. But guys want to ignore it. All I'm saying is keep the same energy. This guy says, hey, Daddy, you remember me. When are we going to debate? Well, oh, my gosh. Oh, my. First off, hold on, brother. Hold on. I think you got the wrong channel. If you looking for, Diddy's favorite comebacks, this ain't the Diddy. This is no Diddy. This is not the Diddy channel. So, I'm not your daddy. Only your mama can call me daddy. That's the only one calling me daddy is your mama, not you. You can't call me daddy. Make sure that's clear. If you want to get on here and call me daddy, if it ain't your mama, your girlfriend, your wife, your daughter, your side chick, any of those chicks, you could not call me daddy. This is not for you. I just need you to understand that. You are not allowed to call me that. If you want to debate, let's debate. First thing you need to talk about debating is that beat up hairline you got. So go ahead and click the link. Let's get on here and debate whatever topic you want to debate. I'm down for it. Let's go. There we got those comments out the way. Let me break it down and get to my brother from another mother, Noe. And then we're just going to go down the line. What's good with you, Noe? Talk to me, my brother.
What's up, Noog? What's up?
Nothing much, man. I'm going to tell you this, man. I've never seen guys out here calling each other daddy, man. I never knew that was a thing. I don't know what's going on. No, what's going on? What am I missing something nowadays?
I honestly, Nuke, I'm as lost as you are.
I'm
man,
stunned. I'm stunned.
I mean, the whole daddy shit is just that came way out of left field, if you ask me.
Oh man, we ain't on that type of time over here, man. But no Diddy. That might have been a guy that took Devin Haney's oath.
Oh man. Yeah, man.
What do you want to talk about? No, speak to me, my brother.
Honestly, man, I'm starting to be convinced that Cinco de Mayo is slowly turning into Cinco de Canelo, if you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Yes. And the first thing we got to do is address this. My brother LT says, man, Noe looking goofy like Spence with those glasses. Basically, he's saying you look like a fake ass Errol Spence. I don't know if you want to respond to him, if you want to say anything to him, or you just want to let that slide. Because they did this to Hit Kid. They're coming for you, Noe. So I just want you to know. They're coming for you.
Oh, man. Hey, if they did that to Hit Kid, at least I know I'm not alone.
They're demanding cook him, Noah. Cook him. Oh,
nah. I don't want to do it.
Okay. All right, now talk to me. What do you think about the fight? We got the official predictions coming Saturday. You want to give me a little preview of the fight? You want to talk about the haters? What are you seeing, Noah, that you got to speak on?
Honestly, man, the way I see this fight is either 50-50 or 60-40 because Munguia, I'm not going to lie, he can bang, but whether he lasts long with Canelo, that's yet to be seen.
That's very true. I mean, look, I think Canelo and Munguia got a lot to prove in this fight. Canelo Alvarez has to prove that, hey, you say that, nobody can beat this Canelo. You say that you're ready for the best. You say that you're still in your prime. Canelo got to go out there and put a thorough beat down on Jaime Munguia to get anybody to believe that. Jaime Munguia, on the other hand, has to come out there and show everybody, we know you can crack. We know you're a big boy. We know you're a top 5 fighter at 168. We know all these things. Now, can you put that work in the biggest fight of your life? Can you show up and show out against Canelo Alvarez, who everybody says is on the decline, who everybody says is old? Both of those guys got a lot to prove in this fight, knowing.
Yeah, they do. And Canelo hasn't had a knockout in how many fights? So if you were to do it, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he had so since the plant fight, so that's Bivol, that's Triple G, That's Ryder. That's Charlo. That's 4 fights. So this would be, if you don't get in this one, that's 5 fights with no knockout. Do you think his power's dwindling, or do you think the opponent selection? Do you think it's a lot of different things going on with Canelo? Why do you think that he has not gotten a knockout in almost 5 fights? That's a good question.
I mean, yeah, it is a very good question. It could be the opponent. It could be his power diminishing, even though I heard before that power is the last thing to go in when a fighter is on his last legs, right?
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah. So it could be either or. And maybe the age is a factor as well. Who knows?
And I think that that's why this fight is so important. It's really going to show us, because I always thought, okay, you know, when he left the Caleb Plant fight, the Bivol fight, you know, he was in another weight class. He had an injury, Triple G. He still had the same injury. So that's still 2 fights. Then he fought Ryder coming back off of that injury. So then that's 3 fights. So then he goes into Charlo, healthy as a horse. But Charlo refuses to engage. I mean, this man, he's a runner. He's a track star. That's what Jermell Charlo was when he stepped in. The man was running. And so you see that how can you even engage with somebody who's just literally running for their life? So and that was a masterclass performance. So I'm not critical of it, but I think this fight, where we know Munguia is gonna bang, we know he's gonna sit in the middle of the ring and engage, where he knows it's gonna be a war at some point, a fight's gonna break out. When you know that's gonna happen, can Canelo Alvarez show the world he's still that dude and knock this man out? I mean, put him to sleep. And if he don't put him to sleep, I would be satisfied with at least a knockdown. I seen a knockdown against Jermell Charlo who wouldn't engage. If you drop Jaime Munguia, I would say, okay, the boy's still there cracking, still breaking these guys down. I expect from Canelo, I need to believe that he's still who he says he is. He needs to go in there. He needs to drop this man. If not knock him out, just drop him, hurt him, but really win a very clear decision if you don't knock him out. I mean, make it dominant in a way. What do you think, Noah?
I think that's very true. Munguia, he's got size and youth on his side, on his side, while Canelo has experience. And I feel like he's going to use that experience to systematically break Munguia down come fight night.
And that's what I'm hoping to see, is a great fight. And everybody appreciate it, and we can see, is Canelo still that guy, or they're saying that Canelo's Devin Haney now because Ryan Garcia beat Devin. I never understand boxing fans who assume that this guy is the same as this guy because they saw another fight. That really lets you know how many people are truly casuals in boxing, because now they're calling Canelo Devin Haney, and that's going to happen to him because that happened to Haney. I've never seen anything like that. Never seen anything like that. Canelo Alvarez counterpunching and experience is going to be a problem for Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia's youth is going to be a problem for Canelo. I mean, I don't know. We assume. We shall see what really happens. If Canelo knocks him out, he sends an unbelievable message to the world. Unbelievable.
And that message is going to be, I'm not fucking done yet.
That's right. That's right. If Canelo sends that message to the world, there's a lot of dudes out there gonna be crying, mad, kicking rocks, closing the refrigerator door with their hips. These guys gonna be in hell because they don't want to see that. These are the same guys who were saying Jermell Charlo was going to outbox Canelo, and then he went in there and got dominated. And then after the fight, called it a cherry pick. Make no mistake. This Jaime Munguia fight is no cherry pick. This is a good fight. It's a great fight. It's a competitive fight. And Jaime Munguia would be the best win on David Benavidez, David Morrell, any of those guys' resume. Even Dimitri Bivol was trying to fight Jaime Munguia. So I don't want to see nobody complaining about this fight because it is truly a great fight. And if you think this is a cherry pick, if you think this is a trash fight, you are simply a dumbass, and reason and logic is lost on you. I mean, would you agree with that, Noe?
Absolutely. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
Oh man.
And I gotta give it to Munguia for by far being the most respectful of opponents to Canelo, because all the other guys tried to talk their shit. Caleb Plant, Jermell, like years before he even fought Canelo. So you gotta you got to give it to Munguia right there for at least being respectful and not talking so much shit before the fight. And Canelo said it himself that he liked that. So, you know.
And look, and this is a great thing about it. That's how you know Jaime Munguia is serious. He don't have time to fuck around and like, oh, you're this or you're that. Munguia's like, no, I appreciate the opportunity. Let's get this fight cracking. He don't want to talk shit. What's the point of talking? I'm gonna show you in the ring. I'm gonna show you in the ring. But you notice it's the loudmouths, the guys that's always running their mouth, like Demetrius Andre. I'm skill for skill, the best fighter in the world. You're going to find out it's me again. It's me again. And then when he got in the ring against Benavidez, he went to sleep again. Like, this is what I'm saying. The guy quitting in the corner. So don't get to talking crazy and then get messed up.
Yeah, man. I mean, in boxing, actions literally speak louder than words. Am I right?
Absolutely. That's the only thing that truly speaks in boxing. The only thing. Ryan Garcia said, hey, I'm this and I'm that. Nobody believed a damn thing out of his mouth because he quit against Tank Davis. Man, didn't look great against, Duarte. And so then he comes in the ring against Devin Haney and whoops this man's ass. He really showed us something instead of talking about it. And that's what you can appreciate. So now Jaime Munguia, Canelo Alvarez, they both got a point to prove. Let's see who's going to prove it. Let's see who's going to prove it.
Yeah, man. Something tells me fireworks are going to fly on this fight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I appreciate it, Noe, man. I'm going to get everybody else on. Anything else you need to say?
No, I said everything I need to say, man. You can go ahead with the others.
All right. Thanks, Noe. I appreciate you, my brother from another mother. Salute. And everybody, show some respect to Noe from now on. Sleepy says Munguia by upset stoppage. Remember, Sleepy, click the link and I'm going to drop it again for you. Please explain that. And the one thing I say is Saturday night, when I go live again, do not disappear. Make sure you come back, click the link and explain why or why not your pick did or did not pan out. I'm seeing all these people picking Jaime Munguia. Don't switch up on Saturday. Keep the same energy. That's all I'm asking you to do. That's all I'm asking you to do. Hollow Ninja 10, he says, salute to you first off. He says, don't agree with you most of the time, and that's fine. You don't have to agree. He says, I can't hate on the work. And I love to put in boxing, bro. Salute. He said, God bless you, IBFP. By the way, Bud Crawford whoops Canelo. I tell you what, Hollow Ninja 10, salute to you. And I tell you what, if you truly believe that, if that fight happens, make sure you come back here and then we'll make sure that we chop it up about that because Canelo Alvarez puts Bud Crawford to sleep. It's not even close. That's an easy fight. Bud Crawford's going to go in survival mode. And if he does not run every second of the fight, he's getting knocked out. That's the only outcome for him. He's either going to sleep or getting embarrassed just like Jermell Charlo. He cannot hurt Canelo. Remember that. Cringe Bro said, Bud Crawford stops Canelo. Benavidez stops Canelo. And this really proves to me that a lot of people need to be drug tested. Because I can't believe people are so casual to believe that Bud Crawford, a guy from 147, is going to move up to 168 and stop Canelo Alvarez, a guy with arguably the best chin in boxing, maybe in the last 20 years, and he's just going to stop Canelo. This guy is not who you think he is. He stops a B-level Errol Spence, and now this man's a god. He can beat everybody. He can stop everybody. I've never seen a guy get praised for beating a dude like Errol Spence this much. I mean, this guy gets praised a lot, and I just don't know that why he gets praised so much when Errol Spence was never that damn good. Let's just be honest about it. I mean, Errol Spence didn't even have any power. My brother said, guys, he's not fighting the Devons of 168. Thank you, my brother. My brother, Baconator Supreme said, whose O is Diddy? Take it next. I don't know. We about to find out. We are about to find out. And I'm telling you, we'll see if Jaime Munguia can escape the diddler. M Valley says, just a reference and pro boxing. still will have a scroll of lies and excuses if Canelo wins. Exactly. Canelo wins this fight against Munguia. You're going to see boxing Twitter, boxing Instagram, boxing TikTok, boxing YouTube, all in hell because Canelo wins. There's a lot of haters out there. So make no mistake, these guys are going to fill up all these platforms and do nothing but hate on Canelo Alvarez 24/7. It's going to try to change the narrative. Never forget that. This guy's on some other stuff, man. I ain't with the Diddy, man. I ain't with the Diddy. I ain't with the diddler, man. Relax, my brother. Relax. Salute to Max Guzman. Salute to you, Max.
How are you doing, Nuke?
Good, my brother. Good. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
You know, this fight alone. I mean, I always try to stick to the subject at hand. So I don't, now that the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia has passed, there's really no reason to talk about it other than I'm still happy that Devin Haney lost and he was exposed. Because that is still the greatest fight in my opinion. But as far as this fight, I guess if I had to just kind of give an analysis of what my opinion is, I think I would have it 50-50. I'm rooting for Canelo to win for multiple reasons. One, I love Canelo. Like, you know what? I respect his hard work. He's not a trash talker. He has always risked it all. He has never been afraid to take on challenges despite the odds against him. So I will never take that away from him. But I only have maybe one reason why I feel that Munguia may possibly win. It's mainly the more obvious is he's younger. He is very durable. He is strong. I don't know how I feel about him going into a Canelo fight with only having Freddie Roach in one fight. One of my thing is that, like, if you switch trainers, I feel like sometimes you need a one or two fights with that trainer to kind of get a better understanding. But I mean, I know this is an opportunity he could not pass, which I can't blame him. But I mean, I'll just leave it at that. But like, what do you think so far? I mean, if
I think Jaime Munguia looked vastly improved with Freddie Roach, and
yes.
I think that Jaime Munguia has a lot of natural attributes that help him in this fight. And I think the interesting thing is, a lot of people have been saying Canelo's on a decline. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I think this fight will either prove he is on a decline or he's not on the decline. You got a young, hungry fighter, a guy with a lot of power, a guy can crack, a guy got a good chin. You got a real test in front of you. It depends on how Canelo Alvarez looks in this fight. If Canelo goes in there and puts on a hell of a performance, we can clearly say this man is not on the decline. He's still at his best. If this guy gets beat up and it's a rough, tough, close, knockdown, drag out kind of fight, it's not the Canelo of the past, because then that means Canelo has regressed. He's not as good, and he is vulnerable in those bigger fights. So this fight is really going to prove to me, is Canelo still where he really said he is? Is he still, not declining, or is he on a decline right now? This fight is going to be his big test to prove where he's at right now for me.
I couldn't agree more, because I want to now touch upon this, because my worry is, and we've seen this in the past, like going all the way back to Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, to Andrew Ruiz and Anthony Joshua, to other fights. I mean, there's probably so much more names, but my thing is this. My fear is this. Like, I mean, if Munguia wins, hey, all the praise to him, all the glory, all the, he's earned his shot. My question is, how is he going to be after the fight? Because he cannot just ride off one win like that and then somebody else who's going to just jump in at the right opportunity and take that away from him. That wouldn't technically be that opponent's fault. It'll be Munguia's fault, because we've seen it with Ruiz when he beat Joshua the first fight. He just got too comfortable. He got lazy. And I'm not saying that's going to be Munguia. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. That's just kind of how I see it, because I feel like I kind of want a momentum of great fights going. So if Munguia wins, I would love for Munguia to fight Benavidez.
That'd be great. What would you like that fight at 68? Because Munguia would have all the belts. You would want Munguia to fight David Benavidez at 168?
You know what? I do not like Benavidez, dude. Like, seriously, I swear he has been the biggest little girl in boxing when it comes to like complaining and crying and moaning over like, oh, I want the Canelo fight, I want the Canelo fight, but you're not even doing anything to get it. Like, what are you trying to prove? So if that fight happens, I would rather it happen at 175. At least if Munguia loses, he'll still retain his belts. And on top of that, I just think I kind of love how Turkish Al Sheikh, I love his view of boxing. Like, I love how he doesn't want Benavidez to fight Canelo because it makes no sense, and he's not wrong. Like, Benavidez to fight at 175 against Bivol and Beterbiev makes the most sense because he's able to go up to that weight class. And I mean, I think you and I could probably agree he will not survive with either Bivol or Beterbiev, but weight-wise, it makes the most sense. So, answer your question, I would rather that fight be at 175, at least for a non-title belt, because we still have to wait till June 1st.
Absolutely. I'm going to share some with you, Max.
Sure thing.
I can't really say who told me this,
Okay.
but I have a lot of people. I guess I'll say I have media contacts that I talk to sometimes, and I'm like, what do you think is going to happen with this? Would you be shocked if David Benavidez should be in attendance of the Canelo Munguia fight? Is what I've been told. He's going to be in attendance. Would you be shocked if they announce a Canelo Benavidez fight in September?
Yeah, I would say yes, because my thing, with all this buildup going on, I mean, if the fight happens, great. Why I would be in shock is the fact that he's already fighting at 175. So I'm kind of seeing it as like he might as well stay there. So, but if the fight is official, he fights at 168. Hey, I'm going to be there. I ain't going to miss it. Well, at least the pay-per-view. So, to answer your question, yes, I think I would be a little shocked.
Okay.
Because I mean, it seems like with all these great fights that are coming up, I feel like the fight with Canelo and Benavidez isn't like marinated enough, at least for me, because there isn't really there's not really a whole lot of talk that I'm hearing around, at least in other boxing media, even the racist ones, because I don't hear a lot of talk of it. But I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, and look, I think it's kind of like the Spence Crawford thing, where the hype starts dying down because people are frustrated that they're not seeing that it's actually happening in the moment.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. But I think if they announce it Saturday night, I think people would lose their shit and everybody would be happy that the fight's on.
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I think this Saturday is going to be a really tricky one, though. I'm not sure who. I mean, like I said, I see the fight 50-50, but I am still leaning towards Canelo. Okay. But that's just how I predicted. Other than that, I mean, who do you have? I guess
I'm gonna announce that on Friday. I have another live Friday where I'm gonna give my official prediction. Right now, I predict Canelo to win. How I'm predicting him to win, I'm reserving that, whether it's going to be by knockout or decision, because I'm really, really thinking about it. But yeah, Max, anything else you want to share, my brother?
No, I can't wait to talk to you on Friday. I'll definitely be hopping on that. I just can't wait, man. This fight's going to be awesome.
Salute. Thank you, Max, so much, my brother.
Bye-bye.
Salute. All right, we're going to get to the next call. And before we do, I just want to get these two comments out of the way. A Big Cup of Joe says, salute, Nuke. I can't wait for May 4th, and I'm still high off that Haney getting destroyed. And the great thing about Haney getting destroyed, it shows you in boxing anything can happen. One punch can truly change a fight. Never forget that, because anything can happen in any fight. Never forget that. Sergio, my brother, said haters are paying super chat to get Nuke's attention. That's hilarious. You've gone a long way, brother. Keep roasting these Burger fangirls. That's what I'm saying. I mean, these guys would rather pay a super chat just to get body bag. Well, so be it. I'll body bag your ass. And that's how we doing out here on the IBFP right now. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you so much, Sergio. The next in line, Untouchable Raider. Talk to me, my brother.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Good, my brother. Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Good. What's good? What do you want to speak on?
I want to speak on the fight, man, how it's going to turn out, but I think it's going to be a 50-50 fight, you know?
Oh, yeah. You got a young, hungry fighter in Munguia. You got Canelo Alvarez want to show that he's not declining. This is a big fight. How do you think this? Do you think Canelo's going to get the knockout, or do you think Munguia can shock the world and go in there and put Canelo out?
Man, it's going to be a tough one, man. It's going to be a fucking tough one. You know, Ryan showed us anything can happen in boxing. But I think I did say that it would go to a knockout, but I feel like it's going to be a decision.
Okay. Do you think it's going to be a close fight, or do you think one guy pulls away and clearly gets a victory?
I have a close fight.
Okay. How likely, if you were going to give a percentage, do you think that Jaime Munguia can dethrone Canelo Alvarez, show everybody that he's the real guy and the king that everybody should be following, and he bring those belts back to Golden Boy?
We'll see, man. But I think Munguia has a chance. Munguia has a chance. He's a good fighter. I think Freddie Roach is a good trainer for him. I think he fits well of what he's training. But we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, absolutely. If Munguia wins, do you think that he should fight David Benavidez next, or should he look in another direction?
Absolutely, absolutely. He should fight David Benavidez.
Okay. If Canelo wins, do you want to see him fight David Benavidez after this?
Say it again.
If Canelo wins, do you want to see him fight David Benavidez after this?
Absolutely, yes, I would.
I'm gonna tell you this. I know Edgar Berlanga's talking about I want to fight Canelo next. I'm gonna fight him next. I heard Jamal Charlo say, "Hey, I'm gonna fight Canelo next." And I'm gonna tell you the truth, Untouchable. I don't give a damn about Jamal Charlo. I don't give a damn about Edgar Berlanga. I don't want to see any one of those ass clowns fighting Canelo
Berlanga
next.
is trash.
Canelo
Charlo
needs to fight Benavidez or another top guy. What do you think about that? Untouchable. I guess I lost Untouchable, my brother. Let me get the next one on. Banner of the Sun. What's good with you, my brother?
Hey, what up, IBFP, man? Back at it again. Thanks for having me. Hey, I just want to say, man, that was the best opening right there, man. That was real though.
Thank you, my brother.
And another thing too, man, about the Benavidez attention seekers, man. That's just how it is these days, man. A lot of men turn into women, man. Those are the type of dudes that straight call you daddy and shit, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense.
Hey, but man, it's a great fight week, man. We got two undisputed championship fights on the line this week, man. We got starting off with Canelo, and we got Naoya Inoue, man. That's gonna be some fucking hell going on. What do you think about that?
Yes. Oh, Inoue is gonna put in work. Luis has been talking hot shit, and Munguia's been quiet. That let you know he's focused and he's ready.
Yeah.
So those are gonna, I think they potentially, if Canelo's who I believe he is, it could end up in 2 back-to-back knockouts. Canelo with a knockout and Inoue with a knockout. Possibly, we don't know.
Yeah, man, Canelo looks good though. You know, I do trust him saying about no one beats this Canelo, because he did switch his training camp up to Tahoe, higher elevation. So he looked really good that last fight. But yeah, it's gonna take some time. But you know, you can't count Munguia, man. He's a dog too. And you know, I live right here by the border, man. I I go to TJ a lot. I love that guy, man. He's really good too. But he it seemed like he did grow up a little bit, because I remember when he was seemed like he was openly ducking that Charlo fight, Triple G. But you know, no one's gonna turn down the Canelo fight or that payday.
Absolutely, I agree. And I'm gonna tell you this: the interesting thing about all of this is for me is that Canelo did change his training camp and he started jogging again. Can you hear me, Banner? Banner of the Sun, can you hear me? Okay, I think he's having technical. Salute, my brother. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but hold on, can you hear me now? Yeah. I would just say click out and just come back on. Just come back on. And just come back on. Let me get to the next one. My brother Mike Rodriguez, what's good with you, my brother?
Yo, Noog, what's good?
What's good, man? I be feeling like I need to talk to you about so much, man.
Facts, same here.
I've been getting all these comments, and look, they're doing it again right now. Canelo fights Berlanga next. Like it's just nonstop. And I'm gonna tell you, man, if that happens, I have an immense amount of respect for Canelo. There's no reason why I need to see him fight Edgar Berlanga. Zero.
Agreed. Yeah, I don't want to see that fight either. Berlanga, he don't deserve that fight, bro. No. He don't deserve that fight. But now let's get into this whole Canelo Munguia thing.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As far as the fight go, bro, my prediction for the fight, I think Canelo stops him, bro. just because of style. I think Munguia is going to come, throw a lot of punches, come forward, and I think that's what's going to cost him in the fight. I think Canelo just going to be too smart for him, bro, too skilled. And I don't think Munguia is going to be able to hurt Canelo. A lot of people, I always tell people this, they don't realize that Canelo Canelo's not durable. He has an iron chin. So it's a big difference. I don't see anybody coming close to knocking out Canelo. The only man that I might give a chance, maybe, and this is still a maybe, is Better Biev. And there's no guarantee he knocks him out. It might take a fucking heavyweight to knock Canelo out. So I don't see Munguia stopping him, bro. I think he is going to come to fight. I think it'll be a good fight, and I think Canelo will counter him, catch him, and I think Canelo knocks him out, and he gets his first knockout in about, 2-3 years?
Yep. And the great thing about that is, and I like the way you broke that down. I mean, because think about it like this: Canelo needs to prove that he's still that guy, and he's really hungry to prove it. After that Jermell Charlo fight, that man was pumped up, and he was pissed off that Jermell didn't even want to engage. He literally ran. Honestly, to be honest with you, boxing should change that. When you don't want to even engage, you're here for a fight, you don't want to fight, they should deduct a point. And that's just my personal opinion. I think they should, because nobody wants to see that shit. At the end of the day, I think Canelo Alvarez, people underestimate his skill set. That's just like when they talk about, Bud Crawford, James Toney the other day. Bud Crawford knocks out Canelo easy. Jaime Munguia knocks out Canelo. Benavidez knocks out Canelo. And people talk about Canelo like he has no fucking skills, like he has no defense, no footwork, no IQ. He's just some dummy that gets into the ring and throws punches and has no idea what he's actually doing. He's just throwing a bunch of shots and hoping to land one. They act like he's a dumbass.
Yeah. Canelo, he's a very skilled boxer, and he has a very, very high boxing IQ. People don't realize that, bro. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's a lot of casuals and a lot of haters. James Toney, bro, that guy says everybody can knock Canelo out. He's just a hater, bro.
He really is. This guy had Idislandi Lotta knocking out Canelo. He had, and just anybody and everybody knocking out Canelo. And I think that's disgusting. Like, who's giving these guys a platform to talk about this? Like, these guys don't even deserve it. Like, that's disgusting. Yeah.
And then I see all these haters in your comments talking about that Bud knocks out Canelo. How, bro? It's like Canelo. This man has fought light heavyweights. He fought Callum Smith, Triple G. Callum Smith is a monster puncher, bro. He's a monster. I've seen this guy knock people out cold to where motherfuckers is shaking up. Like, this guy hits extremely hard, bro, and couldn't even budge Canelo. How is a welterweight gonna knock out Canelo, bro? These guys make no fucking sense.
And here's the funny thing about how they don't make sense. They'll say he knocks out Canelo, but they have no mention of Canelo knocking him out. They say, he's too skilled for Canelo. But didn't Bud Crawford get caught by guys who don't even have half the skills of Canelo? He got caught by Kavalauskas. He got caught by Gamboa. Even Errol Spence caught him. He just didn't have no power. He gets hit with them shots that those guys were hitting him with by Canelo. He's going to sleep.
Yeah, he's going to go to sleep. And then, people are going to talk about, he was too small. Just like the same thing they did with Jermell Charlo. They said he was too small. Well, they cried about the fight for years. Canelo fought him. They said he was too small. Now they're crying about he needs to fight Crawford. Crawford beats him. And Canelo beats him. They're going to just say he's too small. They're going to say the same thing.
Yep. And here's
that's why I don't even know why people. Was that Nuke? My bad.
And Jermell Charlo was bigger than Canelo, and everybody starts ignoring that fact.
Yeah, Jermell Charlo, that's like I was telling you that last time. Jermell Charlo, he's a big guy that weight drains himself to a smaller weight class. That way he can have a size advantage on all his opponents. And from what I was hearing, he actually rehydrated heavier on the night that he fought Canelo.
Yep. I've heard that exact same too, that Jermell Charlo came in the fight with a weight advantage over Canelo and still got his ass whooped from pillar to post.
Yep. And the thing is too, Nuke, is like, you got everybody talking about Canelo needs to fight Bud. And that's why I'll be feeling like I said before, I want to see Canelo fight Benavidez. And, I do believe he will fight him. I still believe that. But that's why I be feeling what Canelo be saying, bro, because it's like, even if Canelo does fight Benavidez, people are still they're just going to go find the next guy to hate on him. They're going to be like, he needs to fight Bud. He needs to fight this guy. If he don't fight that guy, he's not great. He's ducking. It's like the guy can't win, bro. So I be feeling what he be saying,
I agree, man. I've been seeing that for the last so many years. Is that, as soon as Bud Crawford beat Errol Spence, He needs to fight Canelo next. I'm like, whose logic is this? What are we talking about here? What's going on? Canelo, like he fought at 168. Bud has said for years that fight don't make sense because it's too high up. But now everybody's convinced that Canelo gets destroyed and all of this. And I'm like, I get you're a fan of the guy, and I think Bud Crawford's a generational talent. I don't think many guys can even compete with Bud Crawford. I hold him in very high regard. I think Bud Crawford is an exceptional fighter with a less than exceptional record, where he needs to step up and fight some really challenging opponents. I like Madrimov, but I don't think that's a great fight. I think it's a good fight. I think it's a decent fight, but I don't think it's a great fight. It's not a 50-50 fight. It's not a close fight. It's not a particularly dangerous fight for Terence Crawford, because Terence Crawford has everything in his advantage. He has the reach advantage. He has the skills, the experience. He has all of that. What does Madrimov bring to the table that he's really going to – he has some pop, but pop don't mean nothing if you can't land that shot. So I'm not understanding that. But when I look at it, it's like you got to truly challenge yourself. I've seen Canelo Alvarez challenge himself at all kind of stages in his career, and people still shit on him and say he's a coward, he's a duck, he's this, he's that. It don't make any sense. I've seen people say Caleb Plant was going to outbox and calling him white chocolate and all this shit.
Yep, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's just like I said before, a lot of people don't like to talk about touch on this topic. I guess it's a sensitive topic, but it's just because he's Mexican, bro. It just is what it is. And I'm gonna say this too, Nuke. Benavidez, all these people that are pumping him up, me personally, I think Canelo beats him if he goes to 175, and if he does fight the winner out of Beterbiev and Mabul, I think he could. I think they beat him too. But I just want to say this though: if Benavidez, let's say I'm wrong. Let's say Benavidez is like super good. Let's say he fights Canelo and beats Canelo. I don't believe that. Let's just say he does. And let's say he fights Beterbiev, beats the winner of Beterbiev and Mabul. If he takes over, bro, and he becomes that top guy like Canelo is, I promise you, bro, the same thing they're doing to Canelo, they're gonna flip on him and they're gonna start hating on him, especially these LDBC guys, because what they're doing is they're using Benavidez to tear down Canelo. They don't really like him, bro. They're just using him to tear down Canelo. That's all they're doing, bro.
That's exactly it. Think about this. Let's say Jaime Munguia beat Canelo this Saturday. They'll use that and say, look, he exposed him, he beat him. Look, Munguia's this. And then they'll start rodeo riding this guy. And let's say Canelo rematches, get his belt back. They'll never leave the Munguia talk alone. They only go with the guys. And even leading up to a rematch, Canelo has no chance. He could never win that rematch. It would be on that type of meat riding that these guys would be on. That type of stuff disgusts me because it's boxing. Anything can happen. And you never count out an elite fighter in a fight. I don't understand these guys. And there's a lot of racial bias. The LDBC has admitted they're racially biased in favor of black fighters.
Yeah, bro. Them guys are fucking clowns, man. They're a cancer to boxing, bro. And they got like some of them guys, like they got a lot of people following them, bro. Like what's his name? Fat Burger Nation. He's like, I feel like he be brainwashing a lot of these people, bro. Like some of the shit that he says is just dumb. He makes literally everything about race, bro. It's like if you're a black fighter, you're just like superior, bro. Like, it's just these guys are fucking terrible for boxing, bro.
I mean, this guy almost lost his mind when Ryan Garcia cooked Devin Haney. He didn't know what to say. I mean, he was in hell. I mean, and it's stuff like that those are things you don't even need to make racial. These are just two good fighters fighting the fight, and Ryan Garcia won. And why does everything have to be about what you look like or where you come from? I don't understand that type of talk. This stuff comes from a lot of insecurity with these guys. Yeah, and then now they don't even want to give Ryan his credit, bro. They're like, oh, well, he came in 3 pounds over, but Haney, he rehydrates like to 165. Well, I've heard in that fight as well, Devin Haney still outweighed Ryan Garcia in the fight. That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like, why do they cry about 3 pounds? But then Haney, when he's beating everybody, all these guys before Ryan, he was coming in like way bigger. They don't care. They don't say anything about that. They trash Canelo talking about when he lost to Bivol, but then they don't talk about how much bigger Bivol was than him, Well, they didn't even talk about how that Canelo's undersized at 168, much less 175. Yeah. But instead of saying, you know what, Canelo, props to you for having the balls to go up there and fight these guys, they sit up there and start talking trash. Oh, Canelo's garbage. He's exposed. He's this. He's that. It's a cherry pick. And it's like, this is the most idiotic statement I've ever heard. So is it a cherry pick now that Beterbiev is fighting for undisputed? Like, this type of idiot logic don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, bro. They just hate Canelo, bro, and that's why I give Canelo a lot of respect too, because Canelo, bro, like how he moved up all them weight classes. I don't see any other fighter being able to do that. Like with Canelo going to fight Bivol, bro, that's almost like Tank going up to fight Bud or Tank going up to fight Tim Tszyu. Like if he did that, bro, he will get knocked the fuck out. Like there's not too many fighters that can do that. Really, I don't think anybody. So that's why I give Canelo a lot of respect, and that's why I became such a big fan of him, bro, because you know how he's moved up so many weight classes, bro. Like that's not easy to do.
And that's personally the same thing for me as well. That's why I've always respected Canelo, because he's undersized fighting at a higher weight class. He could be like Jermell Charlo or somebody, or even Jamal Charlo, and trying to hide out at 160 or 154. He doesn't do that. Let me find a better nutritionist so I can hide out in a smaller weight class. No, he got the nuts to step up and ready to fight the guys at these weight classes. But yet all people do is talk shit. I remember there was a time they said he wouldn't fight Callum Smith. Then he wouldn't fight Billy Joe Saunders. Then he wouldn't fight, Caleb Plant. They literally had a ring of excuses when he went undisputed. No one gave a shit about David Benavidez until after he was undisputed. And all of a sudden, but now he's ducking him. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, facts too. And even when Better Biev fought Callum Smith, bro, Callum Smith was bigger than Better Biev, and Canelo fought Callum Smith. And people are like, oh, well, he could have knocked him out. Look how much fucking bigger he was, bro. Like, Callum Smith's a big ass guy, and that's why when all these people talk about Benavidez, like how he's so much bigger than Canelo, that's why he's gonna beat Canelo. Bro, Canelo, he's been fighting guys that are bigger than him. You're gonna have to come with something better than that than just being bigger. He's done fought it all. He's done fought big guys. He done fought slick boxers, power punchers. He's done seen it all, bro. Like Canelo's a very experienced fighter, you know.
Exactly, and there's a meat writer in the comment. I think his name is Jason K, and he says nobody was telling Canelo to fight Billy Joe Saunders. Everybody was telling Canelo to fight him. They were saying Canelo don't have the footwork, the IQ. Billy Joe Saunders going to expose him and all of this. I mean, half the UK was betting on Billy Joe Saunders to do the job. I've seen it, and I'm going to bring Hit Kid on here and have him verify this, because I'm telling you, the UK was full belief that Billy Joe Saunders was going to do the job on Canelo Alvarez, the footwork, the skills, all of this, all of that. They were. I don't know if the UK was sold on Callum Smith like that, but they were sold on Billy Joe Saunders.
Yep, because Billy Joe was very skilled too, very skilled boxer.
Yep, but hey, you know how it is. People want to hate and say, "Oh, these guys is garbage" when Canelo fight him, but when everybody else fight him, oh yeah, this or that. I mean, nobody talks about Demetrius Andre being a hype job, but if Canelo beats Jaime Munguia this weekend, and so this guy was a hype job, he's trash. What is Demetrius Andre?
Yeah, Demetrius Andrade, bro. Once again, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, I just keep it a bug. No, you know how I do it, bro. That's why I fuck with your channel. He was just hyped up because he's black. Let's just be honest, bro. Just keep it a bug.
And they were trying to have him as a potential. Anybody that's a potential Canelo opponent, they're gonna hype up.
Yep.
Just facts, like Benavidez. Oh, he's a god now. He's a god. Look at him. Yep. It's always something else.
Facts, bro. Benavidez, bro. I want to see him fight, bro. If he don't fight Canelo in September, he better take the winner out of Better Biev and Bivol, bro. He better take that fight. If not, he's a dog, bro.
Well, David Benavidez is trapped. I mean, if we're being honest, he's trapped. He got to fight Canelo, David Morrell, or the winner of Benavidez Bivol. There's nowhere else for him to run. If any other opponent for him is unacceptable, and I think both of those guys at 75 cook him.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bro. I think Bivol takes him to school, and Bivol might even be able to hurt him. As far as Better Biev, man, he's going to get knocked out if he fights Better Biev, bro. Because if Benavidez thinks he's going to get in that ring and just come forward and throw all them wild-ass punches he throws, bro, he's going to go to sleep. Bro, we seen what happened with Joe Smith, bro, when he did that shit. He tried to get in the ring and bully Better Biev and walk Better Biev down. He got knocked out in 2 rounds. 2 fucking rounds.
Oh,
so,
man.
Yeah, Benavidez, he's going to get cooked by Better Biev, bro. And I think that's who I think is going to win. I know Hit Kid, he's big on Bivol, and I like Bivol too. He's a hell of a fighter, and I just think Better Biev is something else, bro. Like, Better Biev is a monster to me. I think Better Biev is going to knock him out, Nuke.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a fight where I could see going either way, and I've been like really stressing over who could win that because I think they're both exceptional. If Bivol wins that fight, he's gonna show me he was even on a higher level than I even thought he was. But I think at some point, Better BF's gonna touch him, and when he does, he's gonna go down like everybody else. No Diddy.
Yep, facts, bro, facts. Hey, bro, if Better BF beat Bivol and he beat let's say Benavidez did fight him and he beat Benavidez, what would you think, bro, about him going up to cruiserweight and fighting that? What's that guy's name? Jay? That Jay dude? Yeah, him.
Oh man, I got to bring Hit Kid on for this because he's just gonna. I know he got something to say.
Jai by murder. Jai Opataya by murder over either Better BF or Bivol. Too big.
You don't think Better BF could give him have any chance?
Better BF gets knocked out.
I respect that. I respect that.
I'll tell you this. I would favor Opataya Jai to win. I would, because he's a big, strong guy and he is a monster and a killer. But at the same time, I still would give Archer Better BF at least healthy respect in the fight. I've seen this man.
I just gotta say this. Saying that the UK was backing Saunders, yeah, they were like idiots. Me and my dad we were picking Canelo. We were so happy when Canelo broke his neck. I fucking hate Saunders. I have hated Saunders for years.
And one more thing about Opataya. This guy got his jaw broke against Breedis, right? And on both sides. And yet he still finished the fight. So you think about a guy that powerful, that strong, that's walking through with a broken jaw. That guy's a warrior. He's not quitting. But Better BF has crazy power. He's hurt Usyk before. I think that he has an opportunity if he goes up that high in weight. He has a chance. I just don't know if he's going to be able to take what's coming back.
Nah, yeah, facts. Yeah, because that dude, Jay Opataya, he is hard, bro.
Yeah.
That dude, like, he can knock you out with one shot. But if Better BF knocks out Dimitri Bivol, let's say he goes in there and knocks him out, man, I think you can arguably say he's a top 3 pound for pound fighter.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion, bro.
I would give him that. I would give him that. I can't argue against that.
I'm backing Bivol slightly, but I do think it's a 50-50 fight.
That's a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that's a great fight, man. That's a great fight, bro. Great fight.
Man.
Wait, so Edgar's saying it would make Better BF top 5. He's already top 5.
No, top 3. No, top 3 hit. Top 3.
No, I'm on about Edgar in the comments. So just said he made Better BF top 5. He's already top 5.
Okay. Yeah, I got him at number 5.
Steel Mills, what's good with you?
What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? I'm glad to be on. Sorry, go ahead. My fault.
Oh, it's all good. Talk to me. Turn your radio down.
Oh. I don't got no radio on. Is my mic tripping?
Hold on. All right, is that better?
Am I still? You still hear echo out of my sound, out of my mic?
I think it's good now.
I bet that, man. Peace to the motherfucking landlord, man. I'm glad I'm glad I was able to finally catch you on the live and get on. I'm glad that you invited me on to the panel. Peace to you. I've really been following you since the Deontay Wilder Glovegate debacle, man. I cry laughing every time I watch those videos, bro, straight up and down, man. Like, but it's it's done from an intellectual stage. It's intellectual comedy, man. So salute to you on that. But it's 3 things I want to touch on, man. First, how everybody's, not everybody, but a lot of Benavidez, fanboys are really trying to find a way to tear down this fight for this weekend. That was a fight. Munguia was a fight that they were inviting when Benavidez was calling him out. So, and I've had people try to argue in his favor of that, this is a cherry pick for Canelo, but it's a good fight for Benavidez, because I forget the asinine or argument that he gave me to justify that. And I was like, that shit is dumb as fuck. It's not the fight that I want, but it's damn sure a good fight. I think it's gonna be a really entertaining fight, and we'll get to that in a minute. But that's what I wanted to say about that. The second one is people have been saying that he's been showing signs of slippage, and I haven't. I don't understand where you get, not you, but where people are getting that notion from, because he did have a hand injury or whatever the case may be, and I think that did play a role. I didn't have him beating Bivol even before the hand injury, and I don't really have him beating Bivol. I don't have him beating Bivol at all, even now after the hand has been restored and healthy or whatever. But I do think the injury did play a role. why they're saying it was signs of slippage, but I don't think that he's showing signs of regression, if you ask me. They say the same thing about Lomachenko. And we all know Lomachenko won that Devin Haney fight. And they keep saying that he's too small for the division, but he keep crashing everybody. You know, he's either giving them tough fights to the point where they're either a draw or they're controversial decisions. So signs of slipping to a dummy, you know, is to a dummy is going out and not knocking out somebody. He's showing signs of slippage because he couldn't get rid of John Ryder, who's proven to be a tough fighter and a good quality super middleweight, man. So a lot of these cats are, you know, just ridiculous, man. So that's all for that. As far as this fight goes, I feel like Canelo's gonna go in there and get rid of this dude. I don't want to disrespect Jaime Munguia and say that he's gonna get knocked out because he's never been dropped. But he's also never been in there with somebody of, you know, the skill set of a Canelo Alvarez. A lot of people are, you know, just they still want to see the dimensions, the side to side movement, or whatever the case may be when he's fighting taller men. When it's like you got to come in behind the high guard and catch and shoot. He can't just slip every shot, dip to the body and hook you to the body, or he can't slip to the right and throw the uppercut up the middle. He can't do all that in the now as much as he normally could when he was fighting at 54 and 60 because he's in a division where he, you know, Callum Smith was 6'3", 6'4". So I think that Canelo, the minute he starts going, you know, Jaime Munguia is showing signs of a jab now, a real good jab, an educated jab, and he's looking real Manny Pacquiao-ish with his in and out movements and how he bounces on his toes or whatever. But the minute that jab starts getting slipped and he starts digging to the body with that shovel hook, you're going to really start to see his volume deplete. And once that happens, it's a wrap. That's how I feel.
Now, Hit Kid had a response to something you said. Hit, you want to speak on that?
No, I'm throwing a dig here, and I really mean it. Some people think Lomas that washed, he's going to lose to Cambosis. Cuckoo.
No fucking way.
Who knows where I'm throwing a dig?
No way.
Who knows where I'm throwing a dig?
No way. No.
If he's here, I'm going to get shouted at. But
Man.
who knows exactly where I'm throwing a dig?
There's no way in seven hells that's gonna happen, my guy. Lomachenko got way too much for the likes of a Cambosis. He has too much for the majority of the division. If we being real, that Lomachenko. I was a detractor once upon a time of his, man, but that dude is special, man. That dude is an incredible talent, man. So, and Cambosos ain't got a motherfucker. He's about to get embarrassed in front of his hometown for the third time.
Yep.
And that's just how that goes.
But this will be the first time he gets stopped.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I think it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's gonna be a bloodbath, definitely.
Let me welcome my brother J Dub onto the show. What's good, J Dub?
What's the deal, IBF? Salute to the panel.
It's good.
Feel me? My fault. Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying salute. What's happening? My fault.
Salute, bro. Hey, I forgot to tell. I subscribe to Steel Mill. I follow you, bro. I fuck with your content too, bro. I fuck with I subscribe to you, bro. You be speaking some true shit too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And when I seen you here, I'm like, man, fucking Steel Mills, new, bro. This is a good ass stream, bro. No faking, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna pause you there. Listen, if you listen to the sound of my voice on the replay, live, whatever, go subscribe to this brother. He knows what he's talking about. He ain't a hater. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this one thing. He'll get on here and chop it up with anybody that got a problem with him. That's what he'll do right now. So make no mistake about it. He's not like a lot of these guys be talking stuff in the comments. Go subscribe to this man. Listen to what he's saying. This is one of the good ones. You don't get too many good channels out here. You get a few.
Yep. And that's why, like, how can I put it, Nuke? How can I put it, bro? I only go to a certain amount of channels. Like, I fuck with Steel Mills, Nuke. I fuck with Black and Brown. I only go to certain channels. I don't go to every channel because they preach a lot of black Wakanda type logic. You feel what I'm saying? Out of like anti-blackness and this fighter just gonna win because you know what I mean. It's anti-black, man. How can I put it? I look at it like this, right? I don't care if you white, Hispanic, Mexican, any kind of color. If you can fight and you testing to be great and you trying to be all-time great, I'm gonna give you props rather what color you are. That's how the sport should be right now, man. I'm sick and tired of people putting this anti-black shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro. Like, how can I put it, bro? If you can fight, rather you black, any color, bro. I'm gonna give you props. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And with that, I'm gonna touch up on that.
One second, J.
Go
I
ahead,
just want to make one point to that. So I seen a post where I think the Zone did it about Canelo, and they asked him who his favorite fighter was of all time, and you know, I'm like, okay, let's see what he says. And he said Muhammad Ali was his favorite fighter of all time, and they asked him to make the perfect fighter, and he's naming guys like Pernell Whitaker and all of these excellent, elite, great African American black fighters, and yet you see the LDBC every day sit up here and hate and say all these crazy things. And it's sad that it's come to this. When no one sees this, it's a group of people that are just haters, and they shouldn't even be qualified with everybody else because they don't talk boxing, they talk hate. All right, you can go ahead, my brother.
No, facts. Though. That's why I don't mess with them, man. Like I'm not gonna put it. I ain't scared to say no names like the Southpaw train, you know, Deontay, what's the name? Dante's boxing, whatever. How can I put it? I don't fuck with none of them channels or any other channels that's close to that. I don't fuck with them. I fuck with only a certain amount of channels, and I fuck with Steel Mills too, bro. That's what it's like. I fuck with everybody on this panel, bro. You feel me? And because every time I hear y'all, man, like it's y'all bringing like what boxing channels supposed to be like, man. Like speaking that true boxing shit, and just man, and everybody got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Or that too. But it's just the fact that like we fuck with fighters not because they race, just because what they bring to the game, man. And Canelo, one of them. I can name a whole bunch. Nui, fucking Arthur Better, BF, Canelo, man, Terrence Crawford. Them all my guys. You know what I'm saying? And they different races, and I give them props, man. So should nobody be hating on them, man. You know what I'm saying? And with the Canelo going to fight Munguia, I got Canelo by decision. I think Jaime is a tough cookie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Jaime is a tough guy. I don't see him getting stopped, man. I see him. He could probably get rocked or hurt, but I don't see him getting stopped. I got Canelo by decision, man, in that fight. I think the first 2 or 3 rounds, Jaime gonna win them, pull him around early, and then when the fight go on later on through the fight, that's the 5th, 6th, and then the other rounds further down, I think Canelo's gonna edge him out and break him down slowly but surely.
Okay,
that's how I got the fight, man.
Okay. That's not a bad way to have it, man. My brother Jesus says if they exchange, I see Canelo winning by knockout. I think that if Jaime goes in there and his defense is leaky and Canelo's still the same guy we know him to be, if Canelo feels like he got a lot to prove, which I think he does, he should go in there and could possibly stop him, but I haven't really decided on that yet. Devin says, I'm going to twerk with Spence, Fulton, Wilder, and a kite.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. There was a comment on here. Somebody wanted to talk to us. Let me see if I can find this guy. Oh, first off, the YouTube channel is in the comment. It's a hyperlink for Steel Mills right there. So that's right there. So all you got to do is click on it. It'll take you right to it. Subscribe and make sure you can show some love. And that's all we're trying to do is make sure that everybody show a lot of respect. And there's somebody in here.
Appreciate it, fellas. For real. I'm gonna mute my mic again. Appreciate that though.
Devin Hadley said this is the most biased boxing channel. They're all Canelo baby mamas, laughing my ass off. So, you know, what we like to do on this channel, Steel Mills, and I'm sure you already know, is that when you get somebody like Devin Hadley, please, respectfully, kindly, click the link.
I like first dibs. I like first crack at him if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, cool. If he, I'm gonna mute my mic until then.
He won't do it.
You might as well, bro. Look, I look at it like this, man. You got to grow up here, man, and hop up on this fucking panel. Don't just be like a little girly nigga and just type in the fucking chat. Come up on the panel, bro. For real, man. Like don't look. Don't tuck your tail between your legs. Grow up here and come up on this fucking panel, man. For real.
These niggas is vagina monologue, man. They ain't finna come up here and speak their speech, bro. It's easier to hide. It's easy to hide in the comment section, man.
Literally. Now he dropped that link. Come up here, man.
I just think with this fight this weekend, Canelo's going to stop him around the 8th round. Munguia takes too many shots.
Way too many. Man, He hasn't been in there with a fighter of this caliber, man. Shit. The Revianchenko arguably won that fight, and he about to do something with Canelo. Nah, bro. Nah. And I feel like you need a multitude of fights up under a new trainer for that information to really begin to stick. For that, just because you're breaking down what your previous trainer taught you and building up what your new trainer is teaching you, man. That's gonna be a hard thing to do in one fight with a generational talent in Canelo. I like Munguia though. I like Munguia. I like.
Hold on 1 second. Still, I think hold on. Let me see who mic it is. I think that was your mic that's echoing, my brother. So just come out and come right back in. I got the link right there for you. Just come out and come right back in, and then hopefully that'll just fix that.
That's my mic, Nuke.
No, that was Steele's.
Oh, Steele Mills.
I got the link dropped, and then he just come back in. And Devin Hadley, he not clicking the link for no reason. So,
oh man, come on, man. Why you talk all this in the comment, man? Don't want to come up.
You coward.
Come on, bro.
Now,
seriously, bro. Come on, man.
I've been meaning to ask you this. Does Jaime Munguia and Canelo both have a lot to prove? Does this fight prove that, hey, Canelo either on the decline depending on how he shows up in this fight, or he's not? Does this settle that debate? How this performance?
Here's my takeaway. I think if this is a war, that if Munguia makes this into a war, I think it goes praise to Munguia, but I also think it may show a bit of a Canelo decline. Okay. No, Munguia coming off a career best performance against John Ryder. I think that we can have no doubts about. Stopping Ryder, which I thought would be a 50-50 fight. He dominated that fight. And that's a huge credit, to Munguia.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think what is a question. My problem with Munguia is he went to near enough death and back with Sergey Devchenko and was almost stopped in that fight. Okay, Devchenko's a good fighter, but he was aging. It was an aging Devchenko. Okay.
Yep.
We have to I think you're going in there against a pound for pound star in Canelo Alvarez, who's going to be right up for it. I think it's going to be Canelo by. I think Canelo's going to stop him round it. I think he's going to catch him and knock him out with a hook, right to left. I think Munguia's just too open. Now, if it's a Canelo blitz job, then holy shit, have we got a different conversation? Because then who the hell's going to want to fight Canelo if he blitzes this guy?
Now, let me ask you this. Let's say Munguia comes in there, wins the fight, throws everybody for a loop. Who do you want to see Munguia fight next, guys?
I'm going to touch on that. I think he should fight David Benavidez. If he don't fight David Benavidez, I say probably David Morrell.
It's two things. One, if Canelo has his rematch clause, then there should be a rematch. That's the truth.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. Do they got a rematch clause in the contract? I'm
not sure. It might be on Canelo's end because he's the champion. That's sometimes how it goes.
I mean, it'd be smart if he do it, if he put it in there. Because how can I put it, man? I don't put shit past these fighters, man. Like Jaime, man, he's a tough dude, bro.
No,
like you know what I'm saying. He showed me a lot, bro, with that John Ryder.
I have all the respect in the world for Munguia. He earned this shot. I just remember this man beat John Ryder in a war, and he earned this shot.
Yep.
Munguia has earned this shot. Legitimately, no one can take this away from Munguia. He's gone the right way about it. He's earned this shot, and he deserves this chance.
Yep.
But saying Munguia easy win is fucking crackheaded talk.
Absolutely. Mike Rodriguez, I'm gonna pull you off, my brother. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm gonna tell you is this, man, about this guy Devin Hadley, and he's talking about, Jaime Munguia wins easy and all of this type of stuff. I guarantee you, this is the same guy that will not show up when the time comes. I guarantee you, he will not show up.
No, he's a chat warrior, man. He's a chat troll. You can see because, bro, you got time. No, I ain't mean to cut you off. You got time, bro. It ain't no excuse. You got time to chat, to type in the chat, but you ain't got time to come up, bro. Come on, man. Come on, fam.
This guy's a coward.
I'll tell you what, it won't be the worst beating of the week, though, the Canelo Munguia fight. Oh, no. That's happening Monday morning.
Oh,
Luis Neri is getting fucking murdered. Let's just all be honest.
I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm super excited for that. That's going to be insane.
Inouye is going to kick his ass.
Bro, Inouye, bro, look, my fault. I'm going to touch on that too, bro. Inouye, that motherfucker is like Y'all ever now look, I know y'all. I don't know if y'all a video game guy, but did y'all ever play like Street Fighter or fucking Mortal
Oh
Kombat?
yeah.
You like
Oh,
one of
yeah.
them motherfucking powerful ass characters that you keep using over and over again till nobody can't beat you. That's how Inui is, man. Inui is a bad motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? He showed me, man, that dude's a killer, bro. I remember when I seen him fought Stephen Fulton, bro. He beat the living shit out of him. And you know what's bad? Because, bro, they want to come from, all his fights is in China, Japan. Man, he would have whooped Stephen Fulton's ass if it was in Japan or his grandma's
US.
house, his mama's house, or even fucking Philly. It wouldn't have mattered. He was going to get the same results, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That dude Inui is a problem, man. You feel me? I don't see nobody. He going to clear this division out. I don't see nobody even fucking with him at 126, bro. I don't know who's gonna beat him, bro. He's that talented, bro. I
No
feel
one's
like
beating him at
I feel
126.
like his toughest comp probably would be at 130 or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
my only thing, bro. But dude's tough, man.
Let me invite my new guests in here, man. We got the son of New Jersey. We got my brother Al in here, man. Fellas, I know you guys got a lot to say about this Canelo Munguia. The floor is whoever want to go first. You're welcome
That's
to
right.
it.
That's right. I feel that Canelo's definitely going to beat Jaime Munguia. And it's just like every single opponent. Once Canelo touches you, he hits you to the body, it's a different story. And he's going to clam up. He's not going to be able to exchange like he normally does. And I think he even got wobbled, right? The last fight. If I remember right, Munguia, he's not going to be able to handle Canelo's power. I can see Canelo just bodying him up, and then it's murder, she wrote.
Well, I kind of
Under no circumstances I see Munguia winning at all. I just don't see it.
I kind of agree. I kind of say the same thing because stylistically, look, styles make fights. Congratulations, Munguia. You got the win over John Ryder, but you got to remember, Canelo already washed that dude pretty easily. Doesn't matter if he knocked him out or not. So styles make fights. And what do I think is Jaime Munguia? I think is a literal piñata for Canelo to literally open candy out of coming up. So I think this fight's going to last about 8 rounds. Munguia's going to have heart, but problem is his heart's going to cost him. Once Canelo touches that body, it's over. Canelo don't even have to knock him out cold in front of his family. Canelo all he has to do is just make this motherfucker suffer to the body, and that's what's gonna happen. Canelo by knockout, 8 rounds.
And Munguia's never fought a puncher of this caliber or counter puncher of this caliber, a fighter of this caliber, and a fighter that won't go away like this. So this is going to be one hell of a fight for Munguia as well as Canelo. We only look at it one way sometimes, but Munguia is going to be in a world of pain too, and that's what people are not understanding. Jesse, which you're on live. You want to speak on this?
Also, at least Munguia is not Jamel Charlo. At least he's not Jamel. That's all I can say.
Right.
He gonna come forward though for sure.
Jesse, what's good?
What's good, guys? How you guys doing?
What's up, bro?
Good, my brother. Talk to us.
So I was talking about this fight with my uncle, and we're thinking this might be crazy, but I think Canelo wins this fight. But I don't think Canelo wants to hurt him because he's also Mexican. That's my opinion. I think he wins by points. I don't think Canelo wants to knock him out because of the respect. So I don't know what you guys think about that. That's what we were talking about the other day.
What do you
think? I think Canelo's gonna body him up. He's gonna hurt him. Once he hurts him, he's just gonna outpoint him. I mean, there may be some truth to that. It all depends, right? Because his fellow countryman is gonna want to respect him. But knowing Canelo, though, if you give him a chance to take you out, he's gonna take you out.
Yeah.
And then another thing too.
That's just my opinion.
I appreciate that. The only thing I'll say is I think J-Dub and Hit Kid would agree. I think respect goes out of the window when you're in the ring fighting someone. I think we respect each other as men, but it's a warriors, a gladiator sport. We get in there and once fists are flying, I'm hitting you in the face to get rid of you. And once I win, then we can go back to the respect and all of that.
Canelo's gonna show Munguia the respect, but it's a man's sport, and Canelo will look for the finish if he ups it.
Well, facts. And then another thing too, even if he did want to let him survive or whatnot, you playing with fire, bro. You like Cobra Kai says, and no mercy. Show no mercy, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause at that point, you playing with fire, bro. And how can I put it? Because, like I said, like Big Kid said, like Nuke said, he gets anybody rock, he going for that kill. He don't care if you youngin or not. You know what I'm saying? He getting you up out of here, bro. You feel me? Simple as that. But I respect. I think I kind of get where Jesse coming from though. But I don't think Canelo gonna let him get up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he has him hurt, it's blood. It's over. You feel me? You can throw in that towel. You can throw the red flag, and it's over. For real.
I agree. I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you about it. I think this fight's gonna set up a lot. Do you want to see the winner fight David Benavidez next?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
I think this fight's gonna prepare him for David.
Yeah, but David will run.
I'm down for that, bro, for sure.
Yeah, but
I think,
you never know.
David, bro, it's like it's kind of a toss up, man. Like I get it. His last performance, he did good. He knocked out the hype job Demetrius Andre, bro. Right now, I think the best path for him, right, is the when he done, because I don't know, he supposed to be fighting I forgot bro name, but he fought Arthur Beterbiev. He got knocked the hell out, but I forgot his name. What's his name? What the fuck is his name, bro? I forgot bro name, but yeah, he supposed to be fighting him. So, but I'm gonna see how he do with him, man. I think if David was smart, I think he should just say fuck it, just fight the Arthur Beterbiev and Bivol.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I just say do that, but I still want to see the Canelo fight, man. You know what I'm saying? But I just think he should probably just fight the winner, man. They carve out his own path. That's what he should have did in the beginning. Simple.
I got a question for everybody. So let's say, for example, Benavidez doesn't want to fight Canelo, right? Who should Canelo fight besides Benavidez?
I'm gonna go with David Morrell at that point.
Morrell's moving to 175. Like that's the
point
top.
of 75.
Yeah, he's going to 175.
Who did he really fight at 168? Did if that's the case? Like we really can't. I mean, it ain't too many people up there, man.
And then the Berlanga saying he's next for Canelo in September. Carlos saying he's next for Canelo in September. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't want to see Berlanga or Charlo for Canelo in September.
Man, I don't
should fight each other.
He's the most hype job nigga ever, man. The dude, like, he got dropped by what was his name? What was it? Not David Ebenezer. What was that nigga name? Demond Nicholson or something like that.
Yeah, Andrade got dropped.
He got dropped by a D-level fighter, man.
That was
like,
ass.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
That was ass.
No, bro. He don't deserve nothing. He needs to slowly but surely build his margin back up. He don't deserve shit. You don't get rewarded not doing shit. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Now Jaime did his thing. He beat he beat John Ryder, the one that went 12 rounds with Canelo. He earned it. That's how the world works. You earn your shit. You don't just sit back, don't fight nobody, and then expect for you to get a big ass fight. That's not how it goes.
But the moment you got a big fight, you ended up getting your cherry popped in 6 rounds.
Literally, bro. Literally. Hey, no, my fault, man. I was supposed to come in your live stream, bro. But I was caught up, man. I had to work, man. I was sick as hell, bro. I couldn't even work. But bro, I was shocked as hell, man. Fucking Ryan beat the pummels out of fucking Haney.
So I got a question for the chat, and it's off topic.
Yeah.
Tito says, IBFP, with all due respect. Hold on. We got to echo.
What are we doing, Nuke?
Hold on 1 second.
How are we in a...
I'm not sure what the echo is. Maybe that was the echo.
Are we...
Tito says, with all due respect, we're in Ryan Garcia's era now. He's the new face of boxing. He beat an undisputed fighter. He's popular. Ryan Garcia is the best, and he beats Boots and everyone easily.
My God.
He proved this time.
I like Ryan, and I'm happy for his win, but beats Boots easily?
Okay, congratulations.
A little tough for me, man.
You beat Haney, congratulations, but I wouldn't hype him up that.
Drop the drop pipe.
Pump the brakes, buddy. Pump the brakes.
Oh man, we gotta start drug testing out here, man. Because
Boots is that dude. Boots is that guy. Boots is him.
Look, that is the fight, though. I expect to see it. That's the fight which the Saw need to make this summer.
Well, you want Ryan dead? You want Ryan?
Ryan Boots? It's a money fight for the platform.
You want this man killed?
It's a money fight for the platform, and a bit of me, yeah.
Oh, give him someone easy. Give him Barrios or something. Like
Still, even if he beats Barrios,
let him test out 147
Boots versus Ryan if he beats Barrios. Come on.
Yeah, but let him test out the waters really quick before you throw him in the fire that much.
Round 105. Are you there, my brother?
How you doing, Nuke?
Pretty good, pretty good. I got a question for you. Boxing Talk says, if Gabe Rosado can hurt Jaime Munguia, imagine what Canelo can do to him. What's your response to that?
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. If you're looking at for a fighter's perspective, Munguia gets hit it clean a lot. So pretty much anyone can land a hit. Now, you got someone like Canelo who is constantly looking at what you do and notices what you're doing, which is what happened with, let's say, Amir Khan, who would always flinch and duck and protect downward while he was throwing that body jab. And when he got him used to that, he landed that, what was it, the right overhand to knock him out.
Chinny Khan.
So he countered. So that's the thing is, can Munguia, see the counters coming? Now, he doesn't have the greatest coach for that. Freddie Roach is pretty much known for kind of like a boxer mentality. He's not really known for counterpunching or teaching counterpunching. He's not that great at that. So I don't know. I think Canelo clearly outclasses him.
Okay. Who do you want to see Canelo fight after this fight if he beats Munguia?
Yeah, that's a hard one because he doesn't have many options. To be quite honest, he doesn't have many options. Benavidez already went up, and he's already saying he wants to fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol, but he's not going to get that fight because they have a rematch clause. So I doubt that fight's going to happen anytime soon. So then he has Morel up there. You got, I hate Berlanga. I don't really like the dude. But he doesn't have many options. Like I've always said this, Benavidez is the Chavez Jr. of 168. Looks amazing against fighters that are 154, 160. He's gonna look like shit against this retired guy. I can already tell you. He's probably gonna win the fight, but he's gonna look really, really shady. That's just my opinion because he's used to fighting these men that are coming up from 154, 160, and now he's gonna fight men that are probably themselves fighting cruiserweights, but going all the way down to 175 to get an advantage. I honestly don't know. If anything, if you ask me honestly, who I want Canelo to fight, instead of Berlanga, go up to 170 go up to cruiserweight and fight Zurdo. That's a bit of an easier fight, I guess you could say, just because of Zurdo's style, and you claim the 5th championship in the division. That's what I would do if I was Canelo, because he's gonna get shit on if he fights Berlanga, but there's not that many options. Morel doesn't want Canelo at this point. He wants to eliminate Benavidez so he gets a shot at Canelo, which is pretty interesting in itself that he's going that route. Berlanga isn't really doing shit, and neither is Charlo. So my next logical would be, if I can't get that Benavidez fight and I don't want to fight Berlanga, I'll fight Zurdo. But then again, they might strip Canelo if he doesn't fight Berlanga because he's been named #1 contender now.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know. I just can't see it. I can't pay for Berlanga and I can't pay for Charlo. I just can't do it.
I understand. Well, with the Charlo situation, the Charlo fight is what you said even before. It kind of has to happen since they have a contract signed. So at some point, that has to. Berlanga, trash. Masuda. I don't want to see that. That's garbage.
They should be fighting each other, as I've said multiple times, Charlo and Berlanga.
That makes better sense. If Berlanga can beat Charlo, he that adds to his resume. I mean, but who's Charlo now? I mean,
Nobody.
Well, Charlo's right now ignoring Caleb Plant's call out. Caleb Plant has been calling this man out, challenging him, and Charlo has said nothing about it.
J-Dub, let me ask you a question. How does Jamal Charlo let Caleb Plant slap him like that and not try to get his get back?
That dude slapped the African American out of him, bro. It did go rub behind the security, man. Be like, yeah, homie, let me get him. Man, you should have been got him, bro. Stop it.
Should have made that fight right. As soon as I want to call this guy out, should have made that fight right then and there. That would have, I don't know. I can't really say that would have earned him a Canelo shot, but again, you know, people have gotten Canelo for way less.
Has anyone seen what Caleb Plant said today? This is about Jamal Charlo.
This
is the fight I want. Can't make it any more clear. You won't catch me acting out of no reason. You won't catch me letting someone play with me like that. I'll whoop your ass though. That's fine if you think that, but you will have to, because I'll make you do just that. So unless you're ready to fight, I'd suggest not playing in any grown man's face. So let's fight, or leave me be and don't mention my name anymore. You thought because what I look like, you could play with me. So from now on, if you want to yell all that white boy shit, make sure you're telling this story in the same breath. This is the fight the boxing world wants, and I'm in the business of making big fights. And Blood tried to call him out.
And I agree.
I mean, that's the next logical fight to happen. There's not a lot of movement going on since Canelo beat almost every champion, almost every contender.
By the way, Charlo Plant, who've we all got? Because I know who I'm going with.
I'm going with Plant, bro.
I'm going with Plant.
I got to go with Plant as well. I don't see. Let me ask you guys one more question, man, because this is one that's really important, and the onus is on David Benavidez on this one. Mauricio Suleiman said yesterday that David Benavidez has the chance to decide if he wants to be the mandatory at 168 or 175 if he beats Volstick. What should he do?
Oh, God.
For me personally, I'll put it like this, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say it like this. If he chooses to mandatory at 175, that's a clear duck of Canelo. Despite all that energy of Canelo ducking Benavidez dies.
No, I agree. I'm with Hit Kid on that one.
Yeah.
I'm with Hit Kid.
I agree.
Go for 168. You're talking Canelo, didn't want this, didn't want that. Press that mandatory on his ass. That's how you're going to get it.
That's what you do.
Now, if you go to 175, if he go to 175 and press the mandatory for that, don't say shit else about Canelo. That's all I got to say.
Here's the thing, though.
Canelo, about him ducking you, all this other stuff, your daddy, especially his dad. You need to really shut that up. Especially his dad.
Here's the thing, though. From a boxing standpoint, if we're looking at it, Benavidez, if he puts that mandatory and he presses and he activates his mandatory, he won't make as much as he would if Canelo offered him the fight, because he's forcing Canelo into a negotiation, meaning that he won't get that he won't be able to negotiate as much, right? That's what I mean. The thing here is that it's a very win-lose situation. He goes back down to 168, but he has to make weight.
Well, the problem is, hold on one second. The problem is where David Benavidez said that it's about legacy. He don't want to fight Canelo for the money. I'd fight Canelo for free. Those are his words. So if he's saying it ain't got nothing to do with no money, he's all about legacy.
Then he would activate his mandatory, but he's not. He's lying through his teeth, man. He wants the money.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
It was spot on. Like you're gonna have to put your balls to the wall on this one.
It'd be a duck.
Yeah,
anyone can say it's a duck.
The thing is,
all the way in position to be mandatory and never activated.
Oh, facts. Hey, Nuke, man, I'm finna hop out real quick. I'm about to eat something, but salute to Nuke, man, the panel Hit Kid, you too, bro. You my boy too, man.
Salute to you, bro.
Salute to everybody on this panel, man. Y'all have a good, blessed day, man, for sure.
My friend.
Hey, Nuke, next time you go live, I'm hopping on that joint, bro. No,
yes, sir. Friday and Saturday, my brother. Salute.
Bet. See y'all, bro.
All right. I took the son of New Jersey off.
So do you want to? So are you sure you want to come ahead of what fights we've got coming up? We've got the fight this weekend. Are you sure you want to double or triple down on the fight, which you're going to be regretting in a week or two?
Oh boy.
Lomachenko, Kambosos.
Oh no! All right, yeah.
Jesus, what's good with you?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. G, are you there?
His mic's muted.
Yeah, I don't know if he can.
Unmute your mic, fella.
Oh, he said in the private chat.
Mic
Sorry,
problem.
mic problems.
Oh, he got a mic problem.
But yeah, I'm still going back to what you said. I'm still gonna stick with what I say. I'm still gonna pick George. Split decision.
You're crazy.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Woman's gonna stop him.
When was the last time
When was
the last time he stopped somebody? You got to be on drugs.
Oh, come on, let's be honest. He was begging the corner to stop the Richard Conley fight, and they didn't
did he
stop
stop
it. Let's remember that.
Did he stop Teofimo, the guy that Cambosos?
I'll admit, Tio, he had an off night. It's a funny how a triangle works. Kambosos had a performance against the gods against Tio, and also Tio. We've said it. Nuke said it. Tio only really gets up for the big fights. He thought Kambosos was a walkover. Let's just be honest. He overlooked him.
Well, next time, don't ever think that your opponent's a walkover. It could be anybody.
I'm not saying it's a walkover.
Hold on. One second. What about Maxie Hughes?
That was an off night.
Somebody thought he was a walkover. Somebody thought he was a walkover.
Listen. I was in Oklahoma.
Somebody think he was a walkover.
Listen, I was in Oklahoma. I already told you, Nuke, I was at that fight live because I lived in Oklahoma at that time.
That was a robbery.
That was an off night. That was just an off night.
That wasn't an off night. That was a robbery.
That was an off. No, that was an off night.
That was a No. Don't try and change this narrative.
No, that was an off night, man.
Robbery.
That was an off night, brother.
Robbery. Hughes won that fight and they robbed him.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Kambosos has a similar style to Orlando Salido, so if he can get in there and disrupt and keep him from, doing combinations, I think he may have a chance to kind of, outpoint.
Or he can make Lomachenko look like Teofimo. He can make it look similar to that fight.
Yeah, well, no, the thing is, Teofimo, his dad is not that good of a... His dad is not that good of a trainer. So
at times, his dad's a dumbass. At times, his dad's an idiot.
We got Meyer, Lansky, and Smoke One. What's good, fellas?
Hey, what's up, Duke?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Who wants to go first? Who want to speak on this Munguia situation? Canelo, Munguia, what you guys got to say?
I'll let Lansky go first.
Yo, what up, man? Well, first of all, I want to apologize for bringing Southpaw into this world. Guilty as charged. I am the father. I should have made her swallow, but I didn't.
Oh wait, you're the daddy? I thought I was.
Yeah, take it, bro.
Man, not mom.
All right. Well, on Munguia and Canelo, my honest opinion, it's more. I think it's a fight more for Mexico. We're gonna have those pocket watchers. They're gonna want to be counting pay-per-views, but we gotta remember that out there they don't charge for pay-per-views. So it's gonna be a big fight, mainly for Mexico. And as far as the outcome, I mean, I know Munguia got a little bit better since he changed trainers, but I still give it to Canelo. The dude like look all day, man.
Smoke One.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you got, my brother?
Hey, man, first of all, I just want to say I respect you, man. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like you at first. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Benavidez fan. I didn't like you at first, but you spit some real shit. I ain't gonna lie. You do spit some real shit. And I respect that. I really do like your channel, and I'll subscribe now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But
I appreciate that, Smoke One.
Yes, sir. And I respect the real. So I can't even say no shit to you. I'm not gonna be like Southpaw or no shit. But I did want to speak on this Munguia situation. I wanted to say that I feel like the fight is a good fight. I wish it was Benavidez. I feel like Munguia may do good in the first couple rounds, but Canelo's going to end up knocking him out. I feel like Canelo is too good for Munguia. Munguia is a good fighter. He's just not at that level yet.
Okay, I can respect that. What do you think about this whole Benavidez Canelo situation? If Canelo wins the fight, what do you want to see happen there?
Okay, now one thing I would say that I agree with you about Benavidez is he should have activated his mandatory. I don't understand why he never activated his mandatory, which I feel is stupid. But at the same time, I do feel like I see that Mauricio, I feel like he's Canelo's friend. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like he's Canelo's friend, and regardless, he wouldn't sanction the fight if he did activate his mandatory. And at the same time, I do believe that Canelo and Benavidez also may have an agreement on the back end, and they may fight. You know, I feel like it may be Canelo's retirement fight, or maybe it may be his next fight. We don't know. I don't feel like Canelo's ducking because obviously he has a great resume. I hope he fights Benavidez next. I feel like if Benavidez beats Alexander, I feel like he should stay at 175 and fight the new champion. That way he has, more of a a leeway on Canelo saying like, I'm a champion now type shit. And then if Canelo wants to go up, that's on him. If they don't, then I feel like Benavidez should go his own route. Of course.
The son want to respond to something you're saying. Speak on it, son.
Well, it's something that I actually want everybody in this on this panel to know, because I didn't realize this until now. I'm just looking at this tweet, I guess, from X, and let's just say it says Benavidez actually will be at the Munguia Canelo fight, and if this man goes up in the ring to confront Canelo, that will be unreal.
That would be huge.
That's my guy, my friend.
That would. I'm gonna be honest. That would.
I really hope he does.
I have a thing to say about that, though. I hope he does that.
Me too.
And this is the truth. One, then he has to do his business and handle Gostek. Because if he loses to Gostek, the fight's done. The fight's
exactly. Yeah.
Two, though, you know how we just mentioned that Benavidez will be given a choice, okay? Over 168 or 175 mandatory. Mm-hmm. If you get in the ring and then a couple of weeks later it reports you took the 175 mandatory, that's one of the biggest ducks in boxing history.
Do you hear that, Smoke One? Do you agree with that?
I do. I agree with that. But what I will say is, I think the fight may happen, but at the same time, I don't see it happen because I feel like once David fights at 175, it's going to be the same, like similar to Devin Haney. He's not going to want to move down. That's 8 pounds. He's going to feel the difference. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all know, but he got rid of, what's his name? I forgot his name. Y'all know the dude that he gives like, he got suspended for giving like PEDs and stuff like that.
Oh, Victor Conte.
Victor Conte, who tries to bash Eddie Hearn every moment when he's a fucking cheating bastard.
Yeah, no. But I don't know if y'all remember him, but he actually got fired by Benavidez, and obviously I feel like it's because it's actually easier for him to make weight at 175, so I don't feel like he's going to go down, and maybe I don't feel like Canelo is going to give him the clout that he wants.
The thing about Benavidez is he's very undisciplined, so even if he tried to go down, it would affect him very negatively. It already kind of has. He just hasn't faced a puncher at 168 to kind of feel he's kind of already big. So,
and another thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just kind of thinking out loud as well. I don't see him going down after this.
Didn't Benavidez start at 175 though?
Yeah, I believe he did, and I think he got a couple fights at cruiserweight too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he had fights at cruiserweight as well.
Yeah. I think it was like in the beginning, but at the same time, like I agree with what I don't know who said it, but they said something about Vosnik that he needs to stop sleeping on him. I agree. I feel like a lot of people say that they think that Vosnik is a bum too, but let's be honest. I know he's only had 3 fights in the past 3 years, I think, but I mean he was still an Olympic fighter. He was still a champion. His only loss is to Beterbiev. I feel like he could give David a run for his money. It's his first time at 175 since a couple years. I mean, how many years ago? Like maybe 5 years ago, 7 years ago. He may feel the power. He may feel the difference in the size and the weight and stuff like that. I feel like he needs to stop sleeping on him and needs to focus on Vosdick. I don't feel like he needs to confront Canelo. I'm not gonna lie. It would be good. It would be big. But I feel like Canelo would just ignore him, similar to what he did to Andrade.
You know what I think it is though. I think, and if we're honestly speaking, from what I've seen from Benavidez, he doesn't have knockout, but he has a cumulative power. That's just because he smothers his opponents. Is he going to be able to do that with a full-fledged 175 pounder? Is he going to be able to hurt him? That's the question. Because
no,
it's good, but just like Chavez Jr., as soon as he moved up from 160 to 168, when he fought, I think, from Farah, he tried punching his way out of every single exchange, and it did nothing to that man. So will we see a Benavidez punching and not doing anything to these men that are presumably cruiserweights, light heavyweights?
True.
We don't know if it's going to be the same effect.
Similar to his size and stuff. Yep.
Yeah, no. Most of the fights that Benavidez has had, before he fought Plana, I don't remember which fight it was. He got someone from 160 to go up to 168, and he got kind of knocked down by that 160-pound fighter in a very short period of time that they asked him to come up to replace a fighter. He's fought a lot of people that are 160, maybe 168, but he hasn't fought even full-fledged 168-pounders. So will his power, supposedly that he has, affect those fighters that are naturally big or as big as him?
And that's a great question. The one thing I will say is I've checked the interview on David Benavidez with Sean Zittel on YouTube, the guy that was with Fight Hype. And David Benavidez says after his fight with Oleksandr Vosdick, he's going to be put as number one contender for the Bivol Beterbiev fight, and that's what we're going for. So he's committed to fighting the winner of Beterbiev Bivol, not Canelo Alvarez. Smoke One, would you like to respond to that? Because you can't put any more heat on Canelo if the fight, and I don't even know why you're going to the Canelo Munguia fight if you're focused on that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, one thing I will say is I do like that he's focusing on the Bivol and Beterbiev fight. Of course, I feel like he wants to be the face of boxing. I feel like he was waiting on this, so I feel like he wants that opportunity. I think I agree with what he says that he should be that he's focusing on the Bivol and Beterbiev. And to be honest with y'all, I do think, I don't know if I'm sounding a little biased because I do fuck with Benavidez, but I feel like he would beat both of them. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! No! Okay, that's what I was
Hey, listen, hold on.
At least you went with your chest on it. I'm gonna appreciate that.
I'm gonna give y'all my reason. All right, so it's similar to what I don't remember who said it. Sorry about that. I'm not paying attention to the names like that. But so I feel like y'all say so. A lot of Canelo fans are saying that Benavidez is weight drained, stuff like that. He's weight drained at 168. I feel like his power is gonna be way better at 175. To be honest with y'all. He's still fast even when he does come, when he does rehydrate to the way he does. I feel like he's going to have the power that he does and still be fast. I feel like a lot of y'all are going to be surprised at what he does. He has one of the most accurate jabs in boxing, if we're being honest. His jab is really good. I feel like if he learns how to use his size to his advantage and his arm length, he'll do good. It's a lot of people say his footwork is kind of fucked up, stuff like that. But it's not stuff that he can't work on. And I feel like his defense is a little underrated. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, hold on, Smoke. One second. I just want to clear up one thing. One, so you don't think that this is any kind of duck from Benavidez or Canelo?
No. I'm not going to lie. I don't.
Okay. And I think Hit Kid wanted to respond. Did you want to respond to any other point
so I just want to respond with this, okay? One, I appreciate you because you actually, unlike some Benavidez fans we've had on in the past who have, said why he beats Bivol and Beterbiev, they've been more fanboyish, okay? You actually said it with your chest and you're a legit one, okay? So I'm going to give you praise.
Appreciate that.
Here's the truth, though. Here's another truth. I, honest to God, think that with Benavidez, he loses to both Bivol and Beterbiev. Bivol too skilled. I think Beterbiev will put him to sleep. But we're boxing fans, we're allowed to debate.
Of course.
Here's the other thing.
Mhm.
If Benavidez is set on fighting Bivol and Beterbiev, and that's what his team's been announcing and all that, I don't mind him going the Canelo fight. Do not get in the ring with him.
Because then that's cloud chasing.
Because then it is cloud chasing.
That's what he's doing with Beterbiev and Bivol, because they have a rematch clause, and if the fight is an action-packed fight or it's a good fight, they're gonna run that rematch, and they're probably gonna do it at the end of this year or next year. So he's not getting that Beterbiev Bivol match at this moment.
I feel like it depends. Depends
Well, the
who
Saudi
wins
said
and
that
how
they
they
would.
win.
Well, the Saudi said no matter who wins, he's going to throw Benavidez in the middle of that, and then they can have their, I guess, presumably rematch, because I'm assuming he's going to assume whoever wins the fight is going to whoop Benavidez anyway. And then they get the rematch.
Speaking of the Saudis, I need to ask this. If he gets past Shirley Shang on June the 1st, during the Beterbiev Bivol card, what's people's thoughts on hearing this rumor that they're going to put Jared Anderson in with Deontay Wilder?
I would love it. I would love that. That would be a great fight.
That's a good bout.
That's been the fight which has been reported today that the Saudis are trying to make for that Bud Crawford card.
Well, my response to that is you got to get past Zile Zhang first, and in my opinion, I don't think you will.
No guarantees with Deontay Wilder.
You got to get past Big Bang Zhang, and I believe Zhang will bang him to sleep.
Someone's going to that's a fight I will guarantee is not going to a decision.
Another one I want to get you guys on. Mike Trey said, "Yo, Newt, Virgil Ortiz is a beast. Him and Tim Tszyu going to World War III.
Oh man,
Virgil has a good chance in that fight. I think he has a real threat.
That's a good fight.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna open this up to the whole panel, and this is just my pre-pick, because I know me and Hick is gonna go at it.
This is gonna be me and Nuke's fight compared to the Son of Nuke.
The only thing I'm gonna tell you is I love Tim Tszyu. I got a lot of respect for Tim Tszyu. I think he's an excellent fighter. The only thing I'm gonna say is Virgil Ortiz by knockout.
You're crazy. Tim Tszyu knocking Virgil out. Tim Tszyu knocking Virgil out.
I'm gonna say it right now. Tim Tszyu, because of higher level of competition and because of experience, Tim Tszyu majority decision.
I don't listen to anybody that picked Kambosos over Loma. I'm sorry.
Well, you're the same person that probably picked. But you're the same person that probably picked Teofimo to knock out George, and that didn't happen.
He didn't. You're right. You got me. All
right, there you go.
Tim Tszyu by late knockout, round 10.
Okay. Who's next? Who else? What's you guys' picks?
I gotta go with Tim Tszyu.
I got Tim Tszyu.
I got Tim Tszyu.
Dang, it's a full Tim Tszyu battle. I'm the only one that believes in Virgil.
Yeah, no. I just feel like Virgil doesn't have the experience.
It's an. I gotta say, it's an even fight. I mean, it's not.
Tszyu has a better resume.
Here's the thing. That night, either Nuke's going to be able to come on this live and absolutely roast all of us, or we're all going to be on this live that night, and we're going to be waiting on Nuke to drop the link because we're all going to be taking turns putting the knife in.
He's gonna be wiping when he moans, man. That's what he's gonna be doing.
I know, man. But
you guys are gonna destroy me if Virgil Ortiz loses. I'll come on here and eat my crow. But you better hope that he does not win that fight, because if he knocks him out, oh my gosh, you've not seen the worst version of me yet.
Yeah, I gotta go either way though, because I'm not too familiar with both fighters. I have seen them from time to time. I've actually gone back to see the fights, and I can't say either one is gonna be completely outclassed. I think it may be going to a decision, or I don't know, but I lean towards Tim Tszyu. But I mean, if Virgil Ortiz wins, then I'll be like, all right, well, he fucking won. There you go.
It's not going to be a classy fight. It's going to be a rugged fight, man.
I understand.
I think it's going to be tough. I think it's a fight where I can see Virgil getting hurt, and then I can see Tim getting hurt, and they have a back and forth, and then Virgil finishes it. That's just my thoughts.
Let me be clear. If Virgil Ortiz wins this fight decisively, that's the best fighter at that weight class.
Yeah, that is a pretty good fight.
I would say it right now. I don't give a shit what people say. Oh yeah, he lost Fundora. Well, get the fuck out of here. Fundora headbutted him and all that shit. I don't give a shit. Tim Tszyu got robbed. Tim Tszyu got robbed in a rematch. Tim Tszyu knocked him out. That's besides.
I don't think he got robbed. I don't think he got robbed.
Just stopped
I think it was his injury.
Yeah, because the moment when the second round hit, Fundora's nose was already broken, and it was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
Fundora fluked. Can we like
Feel
that's
like-
the biggest
Fluke.
fluke in? And who's Fundora set to fight now? Because we've not heard anything.
Oh yeah.
I think he's still deciding whether
He wants. He's about to fight Ryan Garcia or some shit. He's gonna be ducking there all the top people at.
I heard Errol Spence is probably still wanting that Fundora.
Yeah, I will fucking rant if that is the fight. I will fucking rant.
I do not want Errol Spence.
Spence doesn't deserve it.
What has Spence done anyways?
But
I haven't heard about him.
Byron getting sued by his own coach, nothing.
I'll tell you what Errol Spence
It'll be a
has
big
done, though.
fight. It'll be a big fight. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll tell you what Errol's
done.
done. I'll tell you what Errol's done right now. What he's done to earn that fight is get the brakes beat off of him by Terrence.
I'll tell you guys this. Somebody posted in the chat. Josh Ladd says Cambosis is trash. What?
Okay.
Oh, man.
By the way, in case you're wondering what I'm reacting to, I'm watching the NBA playoffs. Game 5 between New York
You'll
and
see.
Philly.
Y'all will see May 12th and the new lightweight champion of the world,
Please.
George Ferocious
Do me a favor.
Cambosos Jr.
Do me a favor.
Oh my gosh.
Do me a favor.
That is
Have a
insane.
written apology for me and Nuke once that fight is over. Once Foreman. If we come on, I will actually do like I will do an apology, like I will do a full scale apology to Cambosis.
You did it,
And I'll try and I'll make it a minute long.
And I'll never pick. I will never pick again. I will never criticize your pick ever again. If you get this one right, I could not. I would just be stunned. There's no way. There's just no way.
Well, I'm 0-1 right now, and
if Cambosis wins, they're going to be asking for the OJ gloves he wears.
hey, I'm 0-1 right now, and that one loss that I have is the Ryan Garcia destroying Devin.
Oh, did
over that?
Man, that was bad.
Everyone messed up on that one.
Yeah, we all got a loss on that one for the most part.
We all took it. I had to wear the beanie.
I'm just saying, be prepared, because when he wins, I'm roasting all y'all motherfuckers up.
But what's going to happen if he loses, though? That's the thing.
You better show up. You better show up if he loses. Don't show up.
No, remember when I say this. I don't duck no smoke. I'll own it like a man.
Yeah.
Edwin Castillo said if Benavidez enters the ring and it's announced for September that it's Canelo Benavidez and the Minstrel Monster ducks to 75 again, Samson already said they'd cancel it for Canelo. So Samson is saying they'll cancel this 175 fight for Canelo. Do you guys believe they would do that? And maybe they're hiding their true plans and have Canelo Benavidez for September?
We're gonna know if he gets in the ring. We need to see him fight in September. And by the way, he cannot complain about weight draining. I know Smoke is Smoke you support Benavidez, but if they cancel the fight to go and fight Canelo at 175, he cannot complain about being weight drained. Correct?
Yeah.
There's no excuses.
I agree. I just don't feel like Benavidez should agree with the rehydration clause. That's why I feel like he should.
He's the one who mentioned it.
He's the one that mentioned it. He's like, I couldn't be mad at. Look,
I understand. I feel like, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like once he goes to 175, he's gonna be like, hold on, I'm tripping. I'm not going down to 175 on fight night, and he's gonna realize he can't do it. So I feel like he shouldn't agree to that rehydration clause if there was to be one. And that's why I don't feel like that fight is gonna happen. Maybe I just don't feel like it's a duck. I feel like I understand on both parts because Canelo is not gonna want a big 6'3", 190-pound dude on fight night to come fight him, and Benavidez isn't gonna want to weight drain himself.
But that's the thing, Canelo already fought big dudes,
and I understand that, but none of them are Benavidez.
Kovalev has a pretty good power. He fucking made what's his name? Oh, fucking shit. Andre. It's not. He made what's his face? Dance. What's his fucking name? Oh, hit kid, help me.
Which one?
Oh, he was like undefeated as well, and they robbed him. Kovalev.
Oh, Andre Ward.
Oh yeah, Ward. Yeah.
The biggest fraud in boxing.
Yeah, no, that he made him dance. So he has power. He faced who else he faced? He faced Bivol, who is he has pretty good power as well. And you can tell by, Canelo's face. Canelo's faced bigger dudes. He's coming from 147. So his whole entire career, he's faced big dudes. He faced Chavez Jr., which is a carbon copy of Benavidez on a little bit of a smaller scale. But, he was weighing up to 190 as well on fight night.
Let me ask you this. How tall is Callum Smith?
I'm not too sure.
6'3"? Maybe?
He's
6'3".
He's 6'4". He's 6'4".
6'3",
Yeah.
6'4".
A 6'3", 6'2". Okay, so that's about the same height as Benavidez, right?
Well, Benavidez, I think it's like what, 6'2", 6'3"?
About around there.
Yeah,
So
they're
why
close.
so why would he? Did he put it? Let me ask y'all this: did Canelo put a rehydration clause on Callum Smith?
No, I don't think so. No.
Nope.
So why would he need to put one on Benavidez if they're
Why
about
did
the same height?
Benavidez mention one? I'm just asking you
But
that.
Canelo hasn't mentioned
Because
anything about
Canelo-
Benavidez mentioned that, so I'm just asking you.
Hold on, let me answer
Why
that.
would
Let me answer that.
Benavidez
Let me answer
mention
that.
that?
Let me answer that. So the reason Benavidez mentioned that was because Canelo mentioned that Benavidez has nothing to offer except 20 pounds extra on fight night.
Okay.
Yeah, but he also said, if I put a rehydration clause on him, everyone's going to mention that that's why I beat him.
I mean,
It's a lose-lose situation.
let's be
Of
honest.
course, I understand. So if it generates, if he says it has nothing to offer, the only way I'll fight him is if I get 150 million. So let's say he were to get offered that 150 million, right?
Well, that's the thing is that's not the quote. He said, if a promoter came and offered me 150 million, I would take that fight in a heartbeat. That's what he said.
Yeah, for sure. So he's
He
saying
didn't say that bullshit of, oh, I want 150 million. And he said afterwards, if that $50 million fight offer was real, I would have taken the fight because that's good money. But that offer wasn't real. It was paper. It was fugazi.
No doubt. But he still mentioned it. So he also, and then after that, or was it before when he mentioned that Benavidez comes in 20 pounds overweight on fight night or something like
It
that?
was afterwards, but that's just because that's all he brings to the table, though.
So
and it's
that's
true.
what I'm saying. So if that is true, why didn't he put a rehydration clause on Callum Smith if Callum Smith is about the same size as David Benavidez? Why didn't he?
It's funny.
I think David's bigger just naturally. He's bigger. Caleb's just taller.
Can I say this? Oh, actually, hold on. I gotta be back. BRB.
Hold on. The only thing I want to say, guys,
David
is that
used to be fat, man.
aside from that, we'll see what Benavidez does, because right now it looks like that he's kind of taking the 175 route. So I don't know. But I mean, we could all be shocked Saturday. We don't know. So we'll find out. Mike Trade says Virgil Ortiz by knockout. I agree 100%.
Guys, give me 2 minutes. I'm just going downstairs. So give me 2 minutes. I'll be.
Get some snacks.
And Body Bags says Jose Benavidez Sr. openly admitted that he's not sending Canelo $60 million offer, though a Best Women's Boxing Show period live interview. So, I mean, we've already known Team Benavidez is just a bunch of liars when it comes to these things anyway.
He doesn't even generate that. How the fuck is he going to send someone $50 million when he's generating 600,000 pay-per-view buys? That does not even. He got what was it? His highest payday is what, $2 million? Where the fuck's he going to get the rest of the fucking $50 million to pay Canelo?
Oh, and Tony Glizzy said Hit Kid is clapping some cheeks real quick. He'll be right back. He only needs 2 minutes.
2 minutes, man.
2 minutes to do this.
I'm gonna pull Hit Kid off for just 1 second because I need my brother to get in here. Edgar Moreno's been waiting very patiently. Edgar, are you still there?
Yeah, what's up, boys? What's up? Glad to be on again. Hello to everybody. Going back and forth on the chat with the son of New Jersey. Who's delusional with kangaroo cambosis.
I gotta let Edgar Moreno. Edgar, can you please speak some sense into the son of New Jersey about what you're talking about?
Bro, Nuke, I don't know if you can, bro. I honestly, look, he has some good opinions on some things, but I don't know. Maybe he's got an Australian little foxy girl or something saying some shit into his ears, and while he's clapping the cheeks, he's just thinking, yes, Aussie.
Hey, the guy's from New Jersey, okay? From New Jersey.
Yeah. You know, it's the worst part of America.
No.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not even
man.
in New Jersey anymore, anyways. But go on.
The what? You gotta
Nah,
have
it's
that New
all
Jersey
my
accent.
bad. It's all jokes. It's all
I
jokes.
know,
But
I know. It's all
to
good. I'm
be,
loving it. I'm loving
bro.
it.
I mean, it's a little far fetched what you're thinking, bro. I mean, everyone deserves their humble opinion
It's
and that
not.
stuff.
It's a
But
50-50 fight, man. You can't. You
I don't.
can't.
No, I don't see it as a 50-50 fight. Nah.
I mean,
It could
come
be.
on.
He's gonna show some glimpses in the beginning. Loma's gonna figure it out in 1 or 2, 3 rounds, and then after that, it's just gonna be a class. And then
Let me ask you: Would you say that? Would you say that the way Orlando Salido beat Lomachenko?
Yeah, but okay. So I heard when you said that, and okay, you can kind of say that Cambosis is kind of that style of fighter, but Siri Salido, he came in heavier on that fight night. So he was an experienced vet at that kind of fighting, and I think he had that dog mentality in him. I don't believe Cambosis has that dog mentality in him once he gets punched enough.
I mean,
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, the war against I will actually disagree. I will actually push back for George on that point, because George did show that dog mentality late in the fight against Tio when he was surviving.
Yeah,
not
but
gonna lie.
hey kid, you said it yourself. Fucking Tio had a bad night because he just took it as a walk in the park. So
I
I
agree
don't
Tio
think
overlooked it.
so I don't think it was a true showing of Tio. It was a little too late at that point.
I feel
But
like
I think
I feel like Tio waited too long, and if it was a couple more rounds, Tio would have knocked him out.
well, the thing is, when your dad keeps telling you after getting knocked down, go knock his ass out. That's not really instructions. That's just kind of telling him, hey, do whatever you need to do. Instead of telling him you need to relax. I think as a more experienced trainer would have told him you need to calm down, jab him, and had he let him rest for 1 or 2 rounds, he would have come back and beaten Cambosos. But since he has a fucking idiot for a father who can't train with the shit and got a lucky son, it's seriously any good boxing fan and any good fighter like I would tell you when you get knocked out, the coach is going to tell you relax. Like when Canelo was fighting Triple G, and fucking Eddie told Canelo, "You're not gonna knock his ass out. You need to calm down. You need to look for the openings. Relax." That's what you do when a fighter is hurt. But Teofimo's dad was like, "Nah, you need to knock him out." Like it was just gonna fucking happen out of nowhere.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. No, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Yeah, his dad, not the best of trainers, and yeah, they were scrambling at that point,
That
But
was the first or second round when he got knocked down.
no. I mean, towards the end of the fight, after they, couldn't come up with anything, and that's his own instructions. He was just scrambling at the end to try to put him out, and that's why it became a little bit of an exchange here and there.
It was
But
kind
I
of like
just don't
what
think
Devin
that
had
Loma.
did.
I don't think that Loma's gonna be exposed to that, and I think Loma's gonna, just hit there and pick his shots and pepper his ass up.
How old is Loma?
36.
Just a question.
36, 37?
He's 37. He's, I mean,
He's 36. He's 36.
The thing is, not a lot of fighters are going to be like Bernard Hopkins and be to 50.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
No,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm not saying you do. At 36, 37, even, the best fighters start kind of taking a little bit more. Is his body going to be able to hold out? Cambosis is, he can punch. He's not, pillow fisted. Can his body withstand that beating?
I
Is
don't
my
think.
question.
I don't think he's gonna get caught like that.
I have his coach's number, so I spoke with him on the phone about 2 to 3 days ago to see how George is doing. And basically, they're basically, I guess, teaching George new things, which I will admit, since I used to live in Oklahoma, around the time when George is what people claimed robbed Maxie Hughes, but I'm not going to get into that.
He
did. I'm not okay, but hold on, let me finish. They're basically teaching George how to the 2 things. 1, a consistent jab. 2, they basically said they're not going to make the same mistake again. They're actually going to have George keep his hands up, both of them this time, and he's basically going to use his feet. They're basically telling me that They're going to outbox Lomachenko.
Okay.
Oh my God! No, you did not just say that. You didn't just say that.
Son of you gotta
say
call
that,
him
bro.
up and tell him.
That's not gonna happen, bro.
Okay,
If anything happens that night, that's not gonna happen.
no, okay. I got. If that happens, I gotta say that fucking Loma wins, dude. You gotta you gotta call them up and be like, that is a stupid strategy. Don't try that.
Well,
Yeah,
It's
you should really call them back right now.
No, it's like Deontay Wilder trying to outbox Tyson Fury. It's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, bro. That's not gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen because you got an Olympian. What does he have?
A
2
two-time
medals?
gold medal Olympian.
That 2-time gold medal Olympian. What Cambosos, if he wants to, he needs to keep his hands up and he needs to go to the body for the first 5 rounds to fucking make sure that he slows Lomachenko down in order for him to get a shot at the upstairs.
That's the only plausible
way we could do.
Hold on, fellas. We're going to have to pick this up, man, Friday, man. We're going to come back with another live. The only thing is, I feel bad for the son of New Jersey because he truly believes that he's going to outbox Lomachenko.
No, I didn't say. I said that's what his trainer said.
I may not be here Friday because I have to be off.
I may or may not. I'm not too sure.
I will be definitely on post-fight Saturday, but I will just say Canelo is KOing Munguia in 8. I'm going to be going.
Really quick. All right, you know what? Yeah, let me call him really quick. Since a lot of people are standing in right now.
You are mad.
We have to do that another time, son. We have to do
it. Damn it.
Do it this Friday. Do it this Friday.
This Friday is do it Friday. But is there any final thoughts everybody want to add before you get out of here?
I'll do my final thoughts. 1, I think we're going to see an absolute. I think Canelo will put Munguia away in 8 rounds. 2, the bigger beating happens Monday when Neri gets fucking killed by Inoue.
Oh, yeah, Neri's going to get
destroyed. With that, have a good night, everybody. I'm out of here.
All right. I guess I'll go next because, you know what? I got to thank Nuke for letting me in because I've always wanted to do these lives and I've always wanted to talk boxing because none of my fucking friends fucking talk boxing. So I'm just fucking sitting in my room being like, God damn. But anyways, Canelo, I don't really see him knocking Munguia out because Munguia has a very durable chin, you know. So I do think that he'll have a busted face at the end. That's my prediction. He'll win by a very wide decision, and Munguia might not have eyes open by the end of the night, but he'll stand on his feet.
Okay.
And Inoue is winning. Yeah, that's my prediction for that one.
I had a question. Inoue, forgot even to actually ask him. Forgot even to talk about that. I didn't even know it was this week until now. But Inoue is going to destroy Neri. 6 rounds.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I could already tell by the posters. I'm like,
6 rounds knockout. That's easy work.
I wouldn't say not on 6 rounds. Maybe 5, 4.
That's just what I think. Just because I think Neri going to survive for a little bit, but then once Inoue catches up to him, break him down, I think it's going to be another one of those Brandon Figueroa type of performances where Neri does not get up after one knockout.
The only thing that Inoue can do to get beaten is keep going up in weight, which I don't think he's going to. So.
I think he will. I think he will.
And what do you got for me, Edgar? What's your?
Well, I mean, Friday. Yeah, just let me know. I'll try to be on. I'll gladly be on again. So Canelo, I believe is gonna. I hope it's a war. I hope it's a give and take. But I do believe he can put him out, or if not, just win on majority decision. Virgil Ortiz beats up Tim Tszyu, becomes the #1 dog at 154. Cambosos is gonna get his ass beat by Loma.
We'll see.
And
I mean, we could pick this up, but I don't think David Benavidez is going to do anything to fight Canelo.
I gotta say this: if you did speak to his coach and that's the fucking plan,
no, I actually did.
I gotta say Cambosos is going to lose just because of the stupidity of that plan.
I told you. And Nuke even said before the Maxie Hughes fight, he even said George has to do is keep his hands up and have good footwork, and that's what they're doing.
I know,
You
but
gotta go to the body,
this is
man.
a
That's the thing.
completely different fight.
This is a different animal.
This is a different animal.
So you saying outboxing Lomachenko is not going to work, which is what Teofimo
You
did?
need to make him uncomfortable. You need to attack Loma. If you try to go skill for skill with Loma, you're going to get embarrassed.
It's like, think of it like this. It's like what fucking Hansa Stone Duran said about fighting Mayweather. I have no business going upstairs. My job is to hit him in the arms, hit him in the body, hit him to where he won't be able to lift those arms. He won't be able to counter. That's what Kambosos got to do. He's got to hit the body. He's got to make the fight dirty. He needs to get in there. Whatever lands, but he needs to aim for the body.
I know, and I've given Lomachenko the utmost respect. I'm not a hater of him at all.
I
actually look at Loma as an undefeated fighter because I believe Haney robbed him without.
No. Loma is, well, he lost to Orlando Salido, but
he lost to Salido, and I believe, honestly, in my own heart, he kind of, even though it was a close fight, I believe he edged out Teofimo. So I look at this fight as he's undefeated.
He's. I gotta say this: Kambosos has a shot if he makes the fight dirty, because that's what he needs to do.
Yeah, but I think, but Loma has learned. Loma has learned after the CD fight and after the, I guess, uncomfortableness with Theo. He's learned, so I don't think that he's going to allow someone to dictate the fight to him like that.
Maybe not, but boxing a Olympian boxer is not a good, especially if that's never been your style. Because
right, you're not just going to pick it up and like nothing.
No, you have to have several fights in order to kind of get used to that shit. It's not going to happen.
Kambosos, to pull this off, he's going to have to go ahead and hit Loma with some shots. That's going to be able to really have to affect him. For him to beat Loma, he's going to have to hurt him.
Yeah, to make him think.
That's just the end of it. You got to hurt this guy.
And what do y'all think is George's money shot? Probably the same shot that he hit Teofimo with and dropped him.
But that's a different guy, bro.
No, I said his money shot. Like I'm talking about what's his most powerful shot.
You remember when Jorge Linares dropped Lomachenko?
Yeah.
And Loma got up and finished him.
Yep.
Loma's a different animal, man. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna wrap this up.
That's good, I guess. I mean, Jorge Linares almost beat Haney.
Yeah, and that was an old Jorge Linares. That wasn't a prime Linares. And so yeah, we're gonna end it there and let the son just think about these things for a while. He said Tired Up Boxing YouTube is a Benavidez channel.
All right, Nuke. I do gotta say this. I'm gonna try to make it more often in these lives because I do love talking boxing. So
absolutely. Salute to you guys, man. You all guys take care and see you guys Friday.
Be good.
Friday.